What is up, y'all? Welcome into the stream. Thanks so much for being here. And we're here for the Big Orange versus those Purdue Boilermakers. Man, oh man, they looked pretty good yesterday against Syracuse. It was a slow game, but the boys turned it on and they looked really good. So I hope everybody's having a good time. Make sure you hit that like button for us as we are going to have a good time tonight and see if each and every single one of y'all. We're going to be letting you listen to the broadcast of the game. We'll be doing our reactions and having fun. So appreciate every single one of y'all being here. And I'm trying to get the ESPN going here on my thing so we can bring it in. So I hope everybody's had a good night tonight. Let me take a look at the chat. For some reason, it is not letting me look at it here. 1 second, guys, while I get that going. But the UT Vols looking good and have a good chance of going all the way to the Final Four. I hope so. It looks pretty good, though. They looked good yesterday. And good to see Vescovy back. And Connect was doing his thing from the outside. And Jordan James looking good as well. Ziegler, good to have him back and Hey Dude. Jordan James and Hey Dude having a game of their life. Looked really good. So let's go to the main channels. Everybody knows we're here to play some basketball, and we'll be bringing in the audio here for you guys here very shortly. As I'm trying to get it going here. 1 second. So let me see here. Schedule replays. ESPN Plus. That's what we want. Okay. And browse. Basketball. Okay. So 1 second, y'all, while we get the ESPN here on here. Schedule and replays. Upcoming basketball on ESPN. There it is. All right, there we got it going now. All right, so looks good. We got it going, and I hope everybody's ready to have some fun. And let me see in the chat, see if I can get the chat going here. Nope, that's not it either. Come on now. Back to this. There we go. Got it going now. Make sure you guys are voting in the poll. Who's going to win? 94% of y'all said Tennessee's going to win. What's up, D? Like the new screen? Appreciate it, man. I like it too, man. I like it too. We got the new green screen on the back. Daniel Berry Sports. I'd like Kenneth Clark. Cotton, what's going on? Welcome back. And for some reason, why my touchscreen is not working on this thing. Oh my gosh. So we'll be bringing in the audio as soon as it goes live. They got the college playoff with Georgia, Ohio State, Michigan, and who was the fourth team? Georgia, Ohio State, Michigan, and who's the other? Washington, as we have. Don't like that orange. I know. But it is what it is. But we're going to have a good time tonight. Purdue Boilermakers. Last time we saw them, of course, they won yesterday. But the last time we saw the Purdue Boilermakers, they went down in the NCAA tournament to the 16 seed. Wow, that was amazing for that. Crazy stuff. But make sure you hit that like button. We're trying to get to 10 likes. Then we'll go to 20 and move on. But I'll let you listen to the audio of the game. It should be fun. And they'll be having tip-off here very shortly. So thank you so much, guys, for being here. Well, come on now. Restart. The event hasn't started yet. Come on. Semifinal number 1. Bringing in this.
Lahaina was in that phase of perfect harmony and balance when the fire returned and heaven on earth burned.
Audio go off here for a second. But the game is not in Maui. It's in Honolulu. They're talking about all the devastation and all that. We'll go to the live feed here in just a second. I'm waiting on ESPN to go live here. It's past 7 o'clock. Let's go. Yeah, might have to do it this way instead. But make sure you hit that like button, y'all. We're trying to get to 20 likes. Is my volume low? Let me see. Oh, I know why. It's not on. There we go.
We all need to smile, laugh, cry, It's part of the process.
We are not letting a fire chase us away. We're going to come back better, prettier, and stronger.
It's amazing how the littlest things can have the greatest effect right now. Our football team being able to play sports once again. Our kids going to the beach, hearing them laugh. Little wins go such a long way right now.
For Lahaina, paradise can only be rebuilt one sunrise at a time.
From the Stan Sherrif Center here in Honolulu on the island of Oahu, it is the All-State Maui Invitational, again coming to you from Oahu because of the devastation caused by the wildfires on Maui back in August. Great basketball, great scene, great backdrop, but everyone's thoughts here, Jay, are not very far away at all from those who have been through so much on Maui.
We were in the burn zone on Thursday, and Dan, I'll never forget it. Words can't describe the devastation that you saw on the backdrop of the beautiful mountains and the ocean and just the gray devastation you saw. It was, you just can't put it into words. But if this tournament can bring a little bit of joy, because the healing process is going to be a long one, as will the rebuilding process, and we want to make sure that the people of Maui who have, they use the word ohana for family, they've allowed us into their family, that we're thinking about them.
As everybody is here, and again, organizers of the tournament are very hopeful that the tournament can be back in Maui next year for this year here in Honolulu, as we welcome you once again to the All-State Maui Invitational, an unbelievable field, and we've got two phenomenal games coming your way here. This is all a part of Feast Week presented by Lowe's. The first game that we will have, number 7 Tennessee, number 2 Purdue, and then it's number 1 Kansas.
Now I can bring in the live music.
Number 7 Tennessee, number 2 Purdue, and then it's number 1 Kansas and number 4 Marquette. About the only place you could find two games back-to-back like this is in a Final Four. Let's start with game 1, and let's start with the reigning National Player of the Year.
Well, Zach Edey has been outstanding all year long in their first 4 games. 25 points, 14 rebounds, 3 blocks against Gonzaga. He is going to command double teams, and Tennessee will bring them. And Tennessee is led by their leading scorer, Dalton Knecht, transferred in from Northern Colorado, the leading scorer in the Big Sky last year. He had 17 points against Syracuse. He's going to have to be aggressive, and Rick Barnes wants Dalton Knecht taking even more shots and being more aggressive than he's been thus far.
What a career Rick Barnes has had, what a run he has had in Knoxville over the last 9 years. His results here in Hawaii, a little bit bumpy, a little bit up and down. They got a nice win yesterday over Syracuse, and he's hoping for another one today and a chance to advance into the championship game. But Matt Painter says not so fast. The Boilermakers are ranked 2nd in the nation. They are 4-0 so far this year. This is a big boy basketball game that we're going to see, Jay, right now between the Boilermakers and the Volunteers.
Well, this is going to be a physical contest. It's going to be interesting to see how Tennessee deals with Zach Edey. Do they play him straight up, one-on-one in the post with their excellent defending big guys, or are they going to bring a double team? Will it be a little guy? Is he going to sit on his legs? How's he going to handle it? There's going to be a lot going on around Zach Edey.
The starting 5 for the Boilermakers brought to you by Hawaiian Airlines. Of course, it is not just Edey. Braden Smith, the sophomore, is playing some great basketball right now. He was really good yesterday in a win over Gonzaga. And for Tennessee, a look at their starting 5 as well. Their leading scorer in all 4 games so far this year has been the transfer from Northern Colorado, Dalton Knecht, who, yes, he led them in scoring, but he also had some cramping issues in his leg yesterday, had to miss a good chunk of the second half. We are told, though, he is fine. And also that Tobe Awaka, who rolled his ankle in the game yesterday, Jay, we are told he is going to play today.
Well, and if he can play, he's a great offensive rebounder, another big, strong, athletic body. But a key player for Tennessee is going to be Jonas Edey. He played very well against Syracuse, had 14 points, 11 rebounds, a block. And if he can knock down a perimeter shot, maybe pull Zach Edey away from the basket, put him into some ball screens, Tennessee can be successful against Purdue.
The matchup historically, Purdue is 3-2 all-time against Tennessee. The last time they met was in the Sweet 16 in 2019. That was a win for the Boilermakers. We'll see how it plays out here in Honolulu today with the first of 2 semifinals coming your way. Opening tap controlled by Purdue. And this is Smith, a member of the Big Ten All-Freshman team a year ago. And if the early part of the season, Jay, is any indication, he's gotten even better in the sophomore season.
Well, immediately, Purdue is looking to try to establish Zach Edey in the middle of the floor. Set a little down screen so he get position. They're just trying to get to the right angle.
If you watch Tennessee, you know they can really guard. They were #1 in the country per KenPom in adjusted defensive efficiency a year ago. Fletcher Loyer with a 3 and the first basket of the game.
And Fletcher Loyer needed that one. He went 0 of 6 in the game against Gonzaga. Had some turnovers for him to knock down his first one. Purdue's got to knock down open shots around Zach Edey because they're going to get some.
Braden Smith diving for the loose ball, a little bit slow to get up and shaken up as Jemai Mashak knocks it down for Tennessee. And Smith reaching up to his right eye and says he's okay, and the officials checking on him, and play will continue. Let's take a look.
Yeah, he took a shot from the left hand of Jemai Mashak, and that obviously kept him out of the play, allowed Mashak to get into the lane. Mashak's going to be a really important player. His defense is excellent. He's guarding one of the best pick-and-roll read guards in Braden Smith.
A touch for Edey up top. The handoff back to Loyer. He'll drive it and draw the foul.
Loyer taking that handoff again in the middle of the floor and able to turn the corner and get downhill. There's got to be a little bit of help there from Jonas Aidoo, who's guarding Zach Edey. Edey's not going to drive that ball. He's got to step out and make it more difficult for Loyer to turn the corner.
Loyer, the sophomore from Fort Wayne, Indiana, 11 points per game, 33% from 3 a year ago. The numbers kind of came down in the second half. He was battling a calf injury at times there, but again, he and Smith, both freshmen last year, starters as freshmen in the backcourt, now sophomores. They are such a huge part of the expectations for the team this year.
You know, when people would say, or coaches would say, you know, they're not a freshman anymore late in the season, that's oftentimes when freshmen are the most freshmen because they've never been through an NCAA tournament before, 3 games in a Big Ten tournament. It's difficult, and they did wear down a little bit last year.
A double on Connect and a nice feed inside and another bucket for Mashak.
After the game against Syracuse, Rick Barnes told Dalton Connect he wants him to do more of those back downs because he's got a big body, he can score in there, and he draws defensive attention, can pass out of it.
Loyer inside for Edey. He gets swarmed immediately. Loyer with a runner, and it'll go.
Now you saw Jemai Mashak playing point guard essentially for Tennessee in there guarding Zach Edey. And that's intentional. One, he's a really good defender, but Rick Barnes, he remembers LaMarcus Aldridge telling me when little guys were on me and got into my legs, I hated that. And he also studied what Fairleigh Dickinson did to Zach Edey last year in the tournament.
Santiago Vescovi wide open and misses a 3. A terrific shooter. They had a very nice all-round game for the Vols yesterday in their win over Syracuse. Smith turns the corner. Too strong off the window, and down with the rebound, the 5th-year senior, Josiah Jordan-James. Connect with a deep one. Count it. And again, if this is your first time seeing the Vols, he's a transfer. They had trouble scoring the ball last year. He is alleviating a lot of that trouble right now.
After that little handoff from Josiah Jordan-James, I think Lance Jones thought he had some room there and could recover, but Connect got that up so quickly.
Edey with the rebound, surrounded and fouled.
Take a look at Dalton Connect just backing down the smaller Lance Jones into the paint, draws a double team, and is able to pass right over it to the cutting Jemai Mashak. And you go underneath any exchange, and he's going to get that ball up in a hurry. He's got a very quick and high release and really deep range.
So Edey at the line now for Purdue, yet to attempt a field goal in this game through the first 3 minutes, but at the line right now. A good free throw shooter in spite of that miss on the first one. And Jay, he is averaging 10 free throw attempts per game because he gets fouled about as much as anybody. And here is Tobe Awaka, who rolled that ankle yesterday, but is back in the game here today.
Waka not as tall as Jonas Edey and doesn't shoot it as well from the perimeter, but he is an excellent offensive rebounder.
Well, you don't see Edey miss both very often. Trey Kaufman-Renn with the offensive rebound. Deflected off the backboard and now to Tennessee.
Like Waka got a hand on that one.
And so far, Purdue having trouble getting Edey the ball down on the block. Meshack goes by him. James cut off on the baseline. Good defense.
Purdue's matchups not what they want, but they're making it work. Boy, what a job by Fletcher Loyer to stay in front of Dalton Connect.
That was a great defensive possession there for the Boilermakers.
They didn't have one matchup that they would have wanted there.
Lance Jones cut off on the baseline, finds Loyer, and Kaufman-Renn over the back.
Well, you had Zach Edey guarding Jemai Meshack down the floor, and after establishing legal guarding position, 2 feet on the floor facing the ball handler, Fletcher Loyer maintained that. Didn't get a charge, but got a turnover. Really good defense by Fletcher Loyer.
2 teams who felt last year they were Final Four contenders, and 2 teams who certainly feel that way about their prospects this year. So a great early season test. Connect too strong, and Kaufman-Renn the rebound.
So far, Purdue doing a good job on the defensive glass. Trey Kaufman-Renn right there, as was Zach Edey.
Now a touch for Edey. Up and in, and Purdue has the lead.
They did a great job of feeling where Waka was and just a little drop step to get to that right shoulder right by the basket. You give him an angle there, he gets 2 feet in the paint. It's basically over. You have to let him score or foul him.
Edey coming into this game averaging about 22 and 11 on the young season as Josiah Jordan-James knocks one down from beyond the arc.
Excellent penetration, and that penetration wasn't to finish. It was to draw the defense, and Josiah Jordan-James was really good against Syracuse. Had a double-double, couple of blocks to go along with 15 points and 12 rebounds. He's pain-free.
Edey again. James got a piece of it, and then Connect got a piece of Edey. So he'll be called for the foul, and Edey will be back at the free throw line when we come back.
He draws a crowd, doesn't he?
He sure does. ESPN's exclusive.
All right, can y'all hear me okay with it not muted? Can you hear me okay with that? Yes or no, y'all? Thumbs up, thumbs down. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Yes or no, y'all? Okay, you can hear me now. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Okay, we can hear you. We're good. We're good. We're good. All right, welcome in, y'all. Welcome to the channel. What's up, Matthew? Hello. I'm not sure why y'all can't hear me during when the stream is on. I might have to turn it down just a little bit. But thank you guys. Make sure you're hitting that like button. We're trying to get to 20 likes. 20 likes on the channel. Please hit the like button for us. That's a good way to share the stream out. We would love for other folks to come in and join us tonight. Tennessee Purdue, the semifinal in the Maui Classic. Winner goes on tomorrow night for the final. We'll see what happens, maybe against the #1 team. Kansas, who knows? We'll see. But thank you guys so much for tuning in here tonight. On the go at CeeLo. Make sure you're subscribing. We're going to be doing Tennessee basketball a lot this winter, following them all the way through March, all the way to the Final Four, hopefully. So make sure you're following us, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and become a member. We have lots of emojis as well for Tennessee fans too. So we have this one right here. We have some Power T. We have those as emojis. We have Tennessee basketball emojis. And we also have Purdue as well. If you're a Purdue fan, there's that Purdue. So there is your emojis for the night. So if you guys want to become a member, 99 cents gets you a membership if it's good for a whole month. If you don't like it, you can cancel it at any time. But appreciate y'all hanging out here tonight. Make sure you hit that like button. We're trying to get to 20 likes. That's our new goal, 20 likes on the channel. So when the commercial comes back, we'll bring the audio back in and we'll have a good time. So every time there's a commercial, we got to mute due to copyright versions, but thank you guys so much for everything and coming back at it here.
Presented by Principal Zach Edey, the Wooden Award winner last year, and a Wooden Award candidate, first team All-American, you name it, all the accolades are his. For more, let's go to Angel Gray.
Guys, after Purdue was upset in last year's NCAA tournament, there was a sense of unfinished business amongst the group. So when it was time for Zach Edey to decide if he did want to return to the team, he said, I didn't want to look back on this and regret the day that I didn't go back to go with this team. He said, I have my entire life to work. He said, the NBA is a business. Purdue is a blessing. He shortly thereafter posted to his social media, run it back. And the band is back together for another act. He said, I am wanting to be better for my team. He wants to be more consistent, has dropped some weight actually coming into this season as well to be more mobile, but he is scary to start this season.
Angel, thank you. I think we've seen that a little bit, Jay, at the defensive end with his ability to range a little bit further and block shots. And obviously this Purdue team with Edey back is a national championship contender with all the talent they've got. They've got just about everybody back from last year, and then they've added a transfer in Lance Jones. They've added a terrific-looking freshman in Miles Colvin, and also Camden Heide is healthy this year. They're a deeper team than they were a year ago.
They're deeper, they're more athletic on the wings, and overall, I think they're a better team this year.
All right, is that better? Can you hear me now?
And,
a little bit over the audio.
There's no denying what happened against Fairleigh Dickinson last year, and in the 2 years prior, it's 3 years in a row that Purdue has lost to a double-digit seed in the NCAA tournament. It wasn't all in the first round, but that's something they're going to have to deal with at the end of the year. That's not a factor right now. This team's as good as anybody.
Meanwhile, Edey, who's a very good free throw shooter in the mid-70s last year, better than that in the young season this year. He's 0 for 4 from the line, oddly enough, so far in this one.
Yeah, I think he'll be okay. He's going to continue to get fouled. But, you know, you mentioned his mobility, and Angel Gray as well brought it up. Where it really shows up is, one, recovering when he sets a ball screen and rolling, but it shows up in his ball screen defense, which has really improved.
Mason Gillis can't get the shot off. Shot clock's running down. Good if it goes, and it goes for Fletcher Lawyer, who's off to a really good start today.
And Rick Barnes wanted 3 seconds called on Mason Gillis. He was in there for a while, and both Rick and his staff were up yelling for it, didn't get it.
Dalton connects with the three, the assist to Zakai Ziegler.
That is one aptly named player, Connect.
Yes.
Because it seems like every time he gets some space and a little bit of time to get a shot off, especially with his feet set, that thing's good. But he can make contested shots.
Averaged 20 a game for Northern Colorado last year. He's a fifth-year senior, a transfer, and he's at 19 a game so far this year. And there he is skying for the rebound.
Connect with the rebound.
Offensive rebound by Mason Gillis. I thought that Fletcher Lawyer was going to take that three, but Jordan Gainey ran him off the three-point line and made him take a one dribble, 2-point shot. That was a good job by Gainey just to take that three away from Lawyer. I thought he should have shot it anyway. That was a better shot for him.
So Connect going to the line. You talked about this a little bit yesterday in the
13-11
Tennessee win for
is the
Syracuse,
score.
but here is a great example with the new rule, with the new transfer rules, of a guy who is
Keeping that
quote-unquote
like button, trying to
transferring
get to
up, a
20
guy
likes.
who's maybe better now than people thought he would be a few years ago, and he gets to finish his college career at the highest level.
Well, for both Jordan Gainey, who went to South Carolina Upstate, played for Dave Dickerson there, and for Dalton Connect, you know, they've been conditioned to be stars. And both of them have seen every defense in the book thrown at them. You know, they've been double teamed. They've seen box and one, triangle and two, you name it, trying to stop them. So they didn't come in here as role players. They came in to be stars. Right. And both of them are capable of doing that. Connect has shown himself to be a star. And absent the game yesterday, Jordan Gainey did not play well. He only had 2 points against Syracuse, went 1 for 7. But he's legit. That one he made was that left-handed dunk. Are you kidding me? That thing was unreal.
Let's keep an eye on this end of the floor. Now a freshman, J.P. Estrella, is in trying to defend Zach Edey. As Awaka and Edey were both on the bench at the moment. Ziegler helping out with a double team. Gillis for three. And so much of Purdue at times can be, when they double and triple Edey, to the guys who are open to make outside shots.
That's exactly right. That's going to be very important all year long for this team. Making open shots.
Estrella underneath and turns it over.
Estrella gave some really good minutes against Syracuse, and he's in there just to battle Edey for a few minutes.
6'11", 240. But Edey's 7'4", 300.
But Gillis delivered a tremendous back screen there. Just couldn't finish the play.
Gainey with a clean look from deep, and we got all kinds of tangled up underneath. And did they get Lawyer? No, they got Estrella of Tennessee. Both teams, all the players on the floor were looking at the official, Randy McCall, not sure which way it's going to go, and it goes on Estrella.
Estrella's got a big body. He just
big man gets
getting
the foul.
boxed out, just put a little bit too much into it. He's probably looking at the official going, hey, wait a minute. Punish me because I'm stronger? That's a guard. He can't block me out. But Purdue has been active on the offensive glass. They have 4 offensive rebounds, but they've not converted on any of those. No second chance points, even though they've grabbed rebounds.
Edey has gone to the bench. Caleb First is in for the first time today. He and Kaufman-Renn up front. Cam Heidi is checked in as well.
Kaufman-Renn, good in the post.
Good patience in the paint, and he draws the foul. We saw him do that exact move 3 or 4 times yesterday against Gonzaga.
He'll face up. He's got a very good jump hook. He likes to get into the middle of the lane. Got a little up and under move. He's very good in the post. He caught it a step off, but just faced up Estrella and uses shot fakes, pivots to pick up that foul.
Great doubleheader tomorrow night on ESPN, an NBA doubleheader that starts off with Giannis and the Bucks taking on Jason Tatum and the Celtics, and then KD and the Suns against Steph Curry and the Warriors. Coverage tips with NBA Countdown at 7 Eastern.
Tennessee's free throw defense has been excellent.
Yes,
they're not giving up anything at the line.
They're defending the free throws at 75% right now. Purdue is just 2 for 8 from the line, leading some points there. Underrated talking point free throw defense, isn't it? It is. Jonas Edey off to Santiago Vescovi. This is the 3, and Kaufman-Renn secures the rebound. How about Lance Jones? What does he bring to Purdue?
He brings speed, athleticism. He's an excellent defensive player. He can be a defensive stopper. But his speed in the second half and transition ability made a big difference in the ball game that they played.
Kaufman-Renn working hard, can't finish, and here comes Ziegler and the Vols.
Purdue just took off on Gonzaga in that second half, and a lot of it was the pace at which they played in the second half. Great pass.
Edey got caught under the rim, but he got fouled. And he will be at the free throw line when we come back. 3-point lead for Tennessee. When we come back, more on the rebuilding efforts in Lahaina.
All right. Thank you guys for tuning in tonight. Appreciate it so much. It is 14-11. Tennessee's going to go to the line to shoot too, it looks like. But I hope everybody's had a good night. I got you, Coach. We'll see you in a little bit. But make sure you're hitting that like button. We're trying to get to 20 likes. That is our new goal. 20 likes, y'all. 20 likes. And make sure you're subscribing for all UT basketball. We're going to have a good time this year with UT basketball. So make sure you're subscribing to that. And maybe this weekend, Tennessee versus Vanderbilt. We'll see how that one goes. But let's go Vols. That's right. That's right. So just waiting on the commercial break to come back to let you listen to the live audio. So can you hear me better now with the audio plus me talking, or is I still kind of drowned it out? But get that kind of fixed now. Or is the audio too low? Because I want you guys to hear the audio for sure. But let me know how it is, yes or no, on the audio. So just waiting on it to come back. Hope everybody's had a good Tuesday evening. I think it was Tuesday. Yeah, Tuesday. Good Tuesday. And going on to tomorrow, if the Tennessee Vols move on, they're going to be moving to the championship game, the Maui Classic. The Maui Classic. Not in Maui this time due to the fires. It's in Honolulu, but they have been remembering Maui every time they can get. But lots of big names in this this tournament. Huge names in this tournament. It's crazy names. But we'll see if Tennessee can come out. If we can defeat a couple teams here and win the championship, we have a good way to run throughout the tournament. But right back to audio here on the channel on ESPN.
I know. Truly understand community, place, and pride. It's more felt than it is spoken. It's a special feeling. When we came into Lahaina and began to see the burn, in my mind, this was like Hiroshima. It was unrecognizable. Living through this, being a part of this place, this school is a representation of that burning light that cannot be put out. What puts a smile on my face is seeing the resilience of this community. Our football team being able to play sports once again. our kids going to the beach, swimming, hearing them laughing. Little wins.
Never been to Maui.
Little wins go such a long way right now. I hope that we're never forgotten when it comes to supporting this community in its will to rebuild its place.
Such a special place filled with so many special people, and you can learn more about how Maui is recovering from the devastating fires and the ongoing need for support by visiting HawaiiCommunityFoundation.org.
Dan, we were in the burn zone on Thursday and spent the morning there. I wish I could put into words the devastation that we saw. I just can't. It's one of the most affecting things I've ever seen in my life, the most, honestly. And having spent so much time on the island of Maui, in Lahaina, Kaanapali, Kapalua, and it really hit you that so many of the residents of Lahaina and that work there haven't been allowed back in yet because it's still a dangerous area. There's remediation going on. It's going to be a long, long process, not only for healing, but for rebuilding. And while we're talking about resilience and Maui strong, all that's true, but it's going to be a long time. And it is going to take a ton of effort and a ton of support. And for all those who can help support the people of Maui and Lahaina, we would encourage everyone to do so if they can.
3,000 structures burned to the ground, basically, in the fire, and the last published report had 99 people, sadly, tragically, perishing in the fire. Angel Gray has more.
Traveling.
Guys, for the Maui Invitational and the Hawaiian Airlines partnered together to bring a couple of the displaced residents to the early session games, and I was really moved hearing from one of the residents. Talia Tua brought her son as well to the game. She said she had a home on Front Street. She lost everything but the things that were in her shed. She said she was able to come here with an open heart, and this has brought her a lot of joy. She said this brings relief, brings some sense of joy to her as well, and her son, who plays basketball at Lahaina Luna High School. He told me he dreamed of becoming a mechanic, but now wants to become a carpenter so he can come back and help rebuild his community.
That's a wonderful gesture by that young man. And again, organizers hope the tournament can be back in Maui next year. Purdue in transition. Jones and Connect with a block. No foul call. A little stare down from Connect as well in the aftermath of the play. And I think Randy McCall is saying, keep it right there. Don't need any of that.
Appreciate that.
There was a great block after a tremendous defensive sequence from Purdue on the other end. They just didn't finish it with a defensive rebound. But what a fabulous block by Dalton Connect. I didn't think he did anything wrong. He just looked down. He didn't stare anybody down.
I think somebody, maybe Lance Jones, might have a cut. He might be bleeding, so looks like it was hopefully very minor. He just grabbed a towel and he's heading back into the game. And Zach Edey is back in the game as well, Jay, and he was only out for about 2 minutes of game time. Part of that was on either side of the under 12 timeout, so he got some rest. But we talked about it yesterday. Big guys don't play as many minutes normally as Zach Edey is playing.
That's because too many coaches were guards.
You're still bitter, aren't you?
Big guys should play more. It's not that they can't do it.
Trouble. What's up, Andrew, man?
He's averaging about 28 minutes per game, and he's easily capable of playing 32 to 34 minutes. As Edey, who can step out and knocks one down, does just that, and the lead grows for the Vols.
And that's a big bucket for the Vols, because when Trey Kaufman-Renn was in there, he could hedge a ball screen and recover. But you're seeing Zach Edey play drop coverage. He's playing off that ball screen. And you can pick and pop and get to the three-point line. He's not going to recover out to that.
Tough shot for Jones, and the rebound for Connect. And Purdue has gone ice cold offensively. Connect into the paint, puts the brakes on, kicks it out to Gainey.
Looked like he got touched there, maybe not hit. But I think it affected him.
Yeah, and a foul going against Purdue as Vescovy was held. They got Lawyer.
Take a look at Jonas Edey out there. He sets that screen, and then he just pops out to the wing. And it's just a little bit slow for Zach Edey getting out of there. He's got to help on the drive because he's not up to touch. And hedging or they're showing on the ball screen. You know, that's called drop coverage, and there's no reason to have a 7-4 guy up top. You'd rather have him in drop coverage where he can recover to the basket a little bit easier.
How about Connect scoring over Edey off the inbounds, and it's a 9-0 run right now for Tennessee.
Now remember, Purdue's missed a ton of free throws already in this game. It's not just their offense that's letting them down. You know, they've gotten fouled and haven't gotten anything out of it.
Well, how about this? They're 25% from the field, 25% from three, 25% from the line. Not doing well anywhere right now. That's a real tough one. Edey somehow got a piece of it with one hand and draws the foul.
Well, Jermaine Meshack is doing such a good job on Fletcher Loyer. He wouldn't let him get the ball. He was coming around for a handoff, and he blew the whole thing up. And then he was looking at the screen instead of forcing Loyer into the screen, which is what he should have done. But you see Edey is just, you know, trying to box out, and as soon as Edey jumps, just physics, he's gonna have to foul him there.
Wow. This is really baffling. Again, he is a good free throw shooter. He came into the game today 33 for 40, 83% on the season, and he's 0 for 5 today. Hard to explain.
Tough assignment for Caleb First, having to guard Dalton Connect out on the perimeter.
Gainey into the paint, looks for some help. Almost turned it over. Meshack saves it. Vescovy with a shot fake, and then a foul called on Edey.
Vescovy down.
Well, it looked like Vescovy was using his off arm there to try to ward off Edey. Now, maybe Edey brought that arm down, but it looked like the original contact was started by Vescovy and created by him. Watch his off arm here. See, that's not a foul on Edey. That's offense created. That's a bad call. That is a bad call.
And Vescovy shaken up for the moment. I don't know if it was the contact with Edey or the contact with the floor, but either way, the fifth-year senior is at the line from Uruguay. Says one of the reasons he wanted to come back and use the COVID year, play the fifth year, was to finish off his degree. And how many coaches, Jay, have two guys who are both as experienced and as good as Santiago Vescovy and Josiah Jordan-James?
Yeah, that's the key. There are a lot of guys that come back that are experienced but not as good. And how about that fake? His ball fake, shot fakes are just so effective. Even though you know it in the scouting report, so many really good defenders bite on it because it's such a tight and violent fake by Santiago Vescovy.
Purdue hasn't scored in over 5.5 minutes. This is as good a look as you're going to get, and it's in and out for Loyer.
Well, that was just some roll replace action. Everybody worried about Zach Edey. That left Fletcher Loyer wide open up top, and Tobe Awaka was just trying to string out that ball screen action. He did it for a couple of dribbles, but that makes the throwback to Loyer so effective. Boy, when Zach Edey gets inside position, forget it. Trying to keep the ball from going into him, so if you front him, how are you going to get back around and box him out?
And there's his first make on the front end of the 1-and-1. And he'll smile about it. I mean, he was wearing that for a few minutes, but he's broken the ice here.
But they don't look too worried about it.
No, it's just... Again, it's not like he's not a very good free throw shooter. He's been making his free throws ever since he got to West Lafayette.
I'd be more worried about those outfits.
Yes. Made them both. Passionate fans for the Boilermakers. The same can be said for the Vols. And don't forget Kansas and Marquette still to come in the second semifinal here at the All-State Maui Invitational.
They're really doing a good job negotiating screens and exchanges. See Fletcher Loyer trying to keep Vescovy away from that screen.
Zakai Ziegler misses the three. Ziegler coming off the bench right now. The torn ACL at the end of February and missed the preseason. He made his first appearance in the regular season opener. They're still building the minutes back up. Here's a good look. Good position for Edey. can't finish it. Gillis with a terrific offensive rebound, and Meshack with just as good of a block.
And Meshack is a great defender, isn't he?
Lawyer lost it, got it back. Edey the follow.
If Purdue this season can take good care of the ball and not turn it over, even if they miss a shot, they've got such a great opportunity for an offensive rebound. Just icing that ball screen on the right side.
Meshack followed up his own miss on the weak side and lays it in.
Purdue just not gang rebounding. All 5 guys need to go to the defensive glass for the Boilermakers, and Meshack taking advantage of it.
Smith around the screen.
A staggered ball screen up top. That's 4-round-1 now to Edey.
And Awaka called for the reach-around foul.
Well, he had his right arm around the hip. There's no question that was a foul. With his left arm, it was clean, but his right arm was hugging Zach Edey.
Number 2 on him. How about the hustle play by Meshack, Jay, at the other end?
Well, Jemai Meshack, outstanding defender, good handler, and boy, that's awfully quick to that stick back.
All right, y'all. Thank you so much for tuning in here to On the Go at CeeLo. Appreciate y'all being here. Make sure you hit that like button for us and subscribing for Tennessee basketball, NCAA basketball. The whole season here, we'll be trying to give you a lot of games this season. Last year, we didn't get started till almost January with Tennessee basketball, but we would love for you to hang out with us, subscribe to the channel. We also have a lot of other sports. We do some NFL Red Zone on Sundays, and some college basketball, college football, and some NHL hockey. So if you love those choices, love to see the channel, we have a lot of good times. We have we do a lot of shorts as well during the week, and we do some Disney stuff and a lot of travel stuff too. So if you like all that, it sounds fun, make sure you subscribe. We'd love for you to be here on the Go with CeeLo. As we're waiting on the commercial break, we'll bring back the audio, but thank you so much for tuning in here tonight. And mods, if you see some of those bots out there, make sure there's like one guy, you know what to do. Report them, and hopefully we'll get a whole bunch more friends in here. So we'll see what happens. But for the 20 that are here, are you all big Orange fans? Are you Purdue fans? Let me see in the chat, UT or Purdue. And if you'd like to join the memberships, we have these cool little emojis as well. And we've got some Tennessee basketball and the big orange tee. I'm going to do a emoji of me doing something crazy. Here's some On the Go at CeeLo. And then if you're a member, you get some cool little memberships next to it as well. So we're bringing in the audio here in just a second. Go Vols, John Thompson. There you go. Yes, sir. Welcome in. Cotton says Vol for life. That's right, Cotton. Good to see you again. I'm glad you came back from that last night. The other game too. So go Vols. There you go. Thanks for speaking up, guys. Appreciate you. As the Vols looking pretty good here. 22-15. The Boilermakers look kind of desperate when they're going to the basket, throwing it up like crazy. Right now, leading scorer is Edey. He's our leading scorer, Edey. And Connect, he's got 2. James has got 2. Vescovy's got 3. Meshack's got 1. So there's your points. Let's see if we can get some more here as Purdue kind of slowly coming back, but the UT looks like they got this handled right now. But we're trying to get to 20 likes, y'all. That's our goal. Try to get to 20 likes.
But boy, if Coco is available to do play-by-play, I love the contribution.
The Bad Boy Mowers battle for Atlantis begins with Jimmy and Boog Shambi and Coco the Macaw and others. It begins tomorrow. North Carolina, Northern Iowa, Texas Tech, and Villanova. That should be a good one. Memphis, Michigan, and then Stanford and Arkansas. What are your thoughts on the Heels right now? Elliot Cadeau, outstanding freshman. Baycott's back. And what do you think North Carolina's in for this year?
Well, they've got a lot of new pieces. And after last year and losing Caleb Love into the transfer portal, he's now at Arizona. You know, I expect R.J. Davis to have a big year, and Armando Baycott has already been dominant. You expect that. I mean, he's the all-time leader at North Carolina, double-doubles, the all-time leading rebounder. I think North Carolina's going to have a really good year.
How about the big guys? Edey came back. Baycott came back. Dickinson transferred to Kansas. We'll see him in the second game. So many experienced, talented big guys in college basketball.
All good for the game.
Ziegler, no. And out of bounds to Purdue.
Well, Purdue can't get it here because they're going to have to inbound the ball. But one thing I think Purdue needs to do is when they grab a defensive rebound, to try to get out and run a little bit more. Get some easy baskets in transition, because grinding it out against Tennessee's half-court defense all game long, that is an exhausting proposition.
Jay, only 2 Boilermakers have scored. Lawyer's got 9, Edey's got 8. That's it.
That was just not a good angle for the pass, because even if Edey catches that pass is leading him to the baseline. You want to take one dribble over, pass it over. Watch where this pass comes in from. He's throwing it basically, I mean, look, it was offline anyway, but even if Edey catches it, where's it taking him? It's just not the right angle. And, Purdue is much smarter than that, but they're playing against a team that's putting pressure on them and heating up the ball. It's difficult.
Miles Colvin, freshman number 5 for Purdue, into the game. He was on connect, so missed the jumper, and down with the rebound in traffic is Lawyer.
Opportunities here to run and pass ahead.
Colvin made 2 threes in the win over the Zags yesterday. Edey with the rebound underneath, up and can't finish it, but he's fouled yet again.
That's like the 10th offensive rebound for Purdue. Now, they've missed a lot of shots, but they've earned some second shot opportunities. That's why you don't want to turn that ball over. But they need to look immediately off these ball screens that are, there's a hard show, and they're stringing it out a couple of dribbles. And after you throw back, look immediately into Zach Edey, because he's going to be open.
18 missed shots, 10 offensive rebounds for Purdue. Zawaka goes to the bench. Estrella is back in.
That's over a 50% offensive rebound.
Wow, you weren't skipping class back at Duke.
Yes, I was.
Oh, sorry. So how about Edey? He missed his first 6 from the line, and now he's made 6 in a row.
It's really the offensive glass that's keeping Purdue within one possession here.
Connect off the screen. Left-hand scoop, up and good.
A great read of the defense. His defender was trailing him. He just curled into the lane instead of just running out to the wing to catch a pass. That's really good cutting. And good read of the defense by Dalton Connect.
He's got 11 already. Came in averaging 19. Gillis with a great fake. Almost had it knocked away. Lawyer for 3. Edey again on the offensive glass. And Lawyer is fouled.
Edey does such a good job. It looks like a technical foul here. Edey does such a good job of looking out to the three-point line after he grabs an offensive rebound. And Rick Barnes is livid. He wants to play physical. And he is not happy that the officials are blowing the whistle so often on the orange uniform. He's saying, hey, Zach Edey's being awfully physical when he's going up for rebounds.
So the technical on the bench and then the personal foul as well. So Lawyer is shooting the 2 technical free throws. And this has a chance to be a pretty productive trip for the Boilermakers.
Zach Edey, he said, Rick Barnes said, hey, he's pushing my guy off. Like, what's Josiah Jordan-James supposed to do there?
So Barnes assessed a technical. Lawyer makes them both, and now Lawyer's at the line for the free throws on the personal.
I wonder how often the Lawyer family had to buy new nets when Foster and Fletcher were growing up.
2 guys who could shoot.
And their dad's a great basketball man. John Lawyer spent a lot of years in the NBA.
1 point.
Purdue's got more than half of its points at the free throw line now. 12 out of 23. Including their last 8.
A little floppy action to try to get the ball to connect.
Jordan Gainey, the transfer from USC upstate. Tough turnaround and hammered back home by Connect.
Miles Colvin couldn't block him out. Dalton Connect with the left hand. And the tip dunk.
He is a pro offensively. There is no doubt about that. One of the reasons he went to Tennessee was to get coached up hard on defense. But boy, has he build it up offensively on the young season for the Vols. Lawyer again. He's having himself a day.
Well, he had 11 points against Xavier, a couple of steals, but was 0 of 6 against Gonzaga. He's seeing a big basket right now.
Wow. Meshack was seeing a big basket on his way to the rim, but he missed on the dunk.
I don't know what the foul was there. Edey was being held off by J.P. Estrella, and I didn't see anything there. Doesn't mean nothing happened. I just didn't see it. Now watch underneath the basket. Estrella is holding off Zach Edey. Yeah, maybe caught him in the chest there a little bit with his right hand.
It is on Edey, and it's his second.
2 fouls for Edey.
So with 4:17 to go in the half, Jay, Edey is coming out of the game.
Purdue is not a high foul team, and Edey doesn't pick up a ton of fouls. He's very disciplined defensively, uses his size, and moves his feet.
Meshack 1 of 2, Tennessee with the lead.
Tennessee with a little full court pressure here.
How does this change things for Purdue at the offensive end with no Edey?
Well, they're a little bit more mobile, but they can still post up Trey Kaufman, Red.
And a travel called on Gillis, 4th turnover committed by the Boilermakers.
Just a little bit too fast. They ran a little roll replace action, and I think Gillis wasn't thinking about shooting it, like he was going to catch it and shot fake and make a play.
Meshack into the paint. Too strong. And good job by Gillis to get a piece of it. We have a Tennessee player, Jemai Meshack, down behind the play. And the officials blow the whistle. And now the Purdue bench and Matt Painter's saying, why'd you blow the whistle when we had the ball going down? Usually you wait till it comes back the other way. Whatever they said to Painter, he seems okay. Meshack's back on his feet, but obviously in some discomfort.
It looked like it might have been about, hey, you know, let's not hear that from the assistants. And he says, I got it. Don't worry about it. This is a physical game. Guys going after the ball. Trey Kaufman-Renn getting a piece of Jemai Meshack. That is not the last body that's going to hit the floor.
All right. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for being here on the Go at CeeLo as a channel. Make sure you hit that like button. We're trying to get to 30 likes if you have not already. And subscribe. Thanks for the 2 subscribers today. Appreciate that. We're over 8,080. So 8,100 is so close for our run to 9K. So make sure you're hitting that like button and hanging out with us. We're going to be doing UT basketball throughout the season. Some Nashville Predator hockey and some NFL Red Zone on Sundays. And then maybe the Tennessee Vanderbilt game on Saturday. So make sure you're subscribing and hit that notification bell as well, as we are going to bring back the audio here in just a second to let you listen in. But right now, 27-26, very physical game between both of these guys. Edey down front, man, just pushing and shoving and getting away with it. He's got 2 fouls, though. Finally, he's on the bench. So we need to take advantage of the big guy not being in there. But still, sorry, I thought I said Adu had 9 points. He's got 2 points. 3 points. Connect's got 13. Meshack's got 7. Vescovi's got 1. And Jordan James has got 3. On the other side, Edey, he's got 10 points. And Lloyd's got 16. So there is your points. 2 guys doing everything for Purdue, or the boys in orange are spreading it out a little bit. But it's going to be a very physical game. Who's going to win the down front and the paint? That's going to be the question. Who's not going to foul out and give in the fouls? We'll see what happens. But as soon as it comes back, we'll bring it in to you. The live audio of the Tennessee-Purdue basketball, the ESPN coverage. You'll get to hear it live right here on the channel. So we can't show the game. It's illegal to show the game. If there is any channels doing it, they will be shut down here pretty soon, because we'll be reporting them. So not too fair. Here we go.
Open up the Jeep halftime report. These guys will stop chuckling. We will have some fun, though. That's Coach Seth Greenberg, Jay Will, I'm Dallin. Okay, we got great highlights from around the country, top 25 matchup for you, and we have a top 5 game coming up later. We will preview that, Kansas and Marquette. 1-point lead for the Vols. What do you see?
It's just crazy, like Purdue making their last 2 of 17 shots from the field, right? Like not playing well, but still being down 1 point.
Yeah, Tennessee's pressure has pushed Purdue out. Now they just got to figure out when the ball's shot, you got to rebound the ball.
Yeah.
And Purdue, you got to make a free throw, man. If you make a free throw, it's a different game.
Making threes will help, too.
Jay Billis, you would get a rebound in this game.
No, he wouldn't. What? Don't hype Jay up like that.
All I want to know, we can't see, thankfully, cannot see the studio here from courtside, but I'm wondering if Jay Williams is wearing one of his turtleneck collection.
I would say chances are pretty good.
Professor Williams in the studio.
How about this? I can't remember doing a game where you're over 16 minutes into it and only 2 guys have scored on one of the teams. Fletcher Lawyer's got 16. Zach Edey's got 10. Nobody else for Purdue has scored yet.
Well, even though Seth Greenberg's right, make the free throw. Purdue has been making their free throws of late. They're 12 of 20, and Tennessee 4 of 8. The free throw line has been a big factor in keeping Purdue within striking distance in this one.
Edey on the bench with 2 fouls. Kaufman-Wren in the post. Offensive rebound first.
Well, they do such a great job. Caleb First just wedged Josiah Jordan-James underneath. Great cut.
But then Smith throws it out of bounds. Boy, he had the right idea, but he misfired.
Braden Smith.
Braden Smith doesn't make many.
And out of bounds. Vescovy looked like he was trying to get a foul called as much as he was focusing on handling the basketball.
Yeah, just curled a little fade screen there on the left side. And he was trying to give a little head fake while he was dribbling, just lost control of the ball with the left hand. He's left-handed.
And now a steal by Ziegler.
Boy, what a job by Lance Jones to stay in front.
It won't go for Vescovy. Kaufman-Wren down with a rebound for Purdue.
And a really good block out by Trey Kaufman-Wren.
Good ball pressure by Vescovy.
They're just extending the catch.
Jones gets by him. The kick.
What a play.
Good recovery, though, by the Vols.
Good pass.
Lawyer. Not this time. And another rebound for Connect.
Didn't get that shot to go down. That ball was really moving.
Transition 3. Not there for Ziegler. And both teams struggling offensively. Getting some pretty good looks, just not making them. What a pass. And a foul. Boy, great vision there by Smith.
James gonna get it.
There's just a little ball screen by First, and then Fletcher Lawyer set a back pick. So watch First set the screen, then watch number 2. Fletcher Lawyer just sets a back pick on Josiah Jordan-James, picks him off just a little bit, and a beautiful thread of the needle right to Caleb First. Had no choice but to foul him.
First, a guy was a part-time starter last year. Mason Gillis started some. First started some. Kaufman-Wren is starting in that spot right now for Purdue. And you can feel, Jay, with this deeper roster that Matt Painter has this year, that he's still trying to sort through the rotation a little bit in this early part of the season.
Well, he's got a lot of options, and there are a lot of guys that are worthy of playing extended minutes.
Purdue taking the lead for the
But
first
it's
time.
really difficult to play 10 guys every game, because then you're taking your core guys and maybe not playing them as much. And unless you're going to platoon like John Calipari did in 2015, it's just difficult to do.
Vescovy finds Ziegler. Still 6 to shoot. Freshman Cade Phillips into the game. Couldn't handle the pass, and it's back to the Boilermakers. And we got contact between Phillips and First, and the foul is going against Purdue. That is the second on First.
The first one after that ball with both hands. Of all the contact we've seen in that game, that didn't seem like the most egregious, but we're going to walk to the other end for free throws. Yeah, it looks like he went over his shoulder there.
So at the line is Phillips. Broke his nose in a practice a couple of weeks ago. Didn't play in the game yesterday against Syracuse. Originally, the plan was to redshirt this freshman. And then some of the veteran players on Tennessee went to Rick Barnes and the coaching staff and said, we need this guy. He's good. He can really help us. And so they called off the plan to redshirt.
Yeah, Cade Phillips is going to be really good. He's got good skills. He can handle it. Sort of a connector out there. But his dad played football at Alabama. His mother played basketball for the Tide.
His uncle and his grandfather also played football at Alabama. Smith to the corner. Lawyer with time. And around and out. And here come the Vols in transition.
Connect can grab a rebound and bring it up himself. Good fake.
He might have the top shot fake in college basketball, wouldn't you say, Vescovy?
Yeah, I think so.
How you been, Herbie?
Remember Sam Young from Pittsburgh back in the day? Remember his shot fake?
I do. Yeah, that was one of the best we've seen. Just took a little bump there from Mason Gillis to pick up the foul.
1-1.
Tennessee needed something good to happen just to see the ball go through the net. Well, the shot fake last year was Serge Jabari Rice at Texas. I mean, that's what conjured up Sam Young last year. His was the best in college basketball, the best you've seen in forever.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I think the mantle may have been passed to Santiago Vescovy this year.
Knocks them both down. Tennessee back on top.
Pressure on the ball has really forced Purdue further out on the floor. That makes passes longer.
Hoffman-Renn slipped a bit, and it's called a travel.
Slippery on those flowers. Much his left foot just slips a little bit. Turns over and picked up the walk. But at least that's not a live ball turnover.
52 seconds left in the half here. 29-28.
Well, it was tied when Edey went to the bench with a second foul at the 4:17 mark. So in about 3.5 minutes, it's only cost Purdue 1 point on the scoreboard at the moment. Hoffman-Renn with a good rebound. He's given him some good minutes.
And good defense. He made Dalton Connect go right through his chest.
First inside won't go. And another Purdue foul. Somebody went over the back.
Yeah, there's a little pushing and shoving going on underneath after that miss. First made a really good catch on that short roll. Just couldn't get the ball to go down. Yeah, maybe it was Trey Hoffman-Renn gone over the top of Santiago Vescovy.
And Purdue fans not liking the whistle right now. Vescovy back to the line.
Whenever that happened, that's when the big guys would kind of look at the officials and go, hey, tell the guards stay out of there if they don't like it.
That's right.
I mean, it was a
That's
foul,
right.
But...
You want to come in here, you play by our rules.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So Vescovy going to shoot one. Not in the bonus yet.
So Vescovy, a very good free throw shooter at the line.
This game is not for the faint of heart. Everything's difficult. Every catch, there's not going to be anything clean in this game.
But every Tennessee game is a very physical, defensive-minded battle, right?
Yeah, it's not like Purdue's not used to physicality. And when I say clean, what I mean is you're not going to be able to make a clean catch and clean screening. Everything's going to be contested.
Timeout. 28 seconds to go in the half.
All right, so they're going to go to a commercial break. 28 seconds left here in this first half. 31-28 Tennessee. It's been a foul fest between both teams. Who's going to survive this beaten bound by both teams? Tennessee right now. But Purdue's been fouling like crazy here in this last 2 minutes. So Purdue can stay out of the foul trouble. They can give a run for Tennessee. Again, that's crazy. Hope you're okay, though. But 31-28. Connect still being the beast that he is. He's got 13 points. Meshack's got 7. Vescovy now with 5 with that 2 extra points. So back to the audio.
Tech taking on number 7 Texas at 7:30 on ESPN. Then Saturday, number 4 Florida State against Florida at 7. Wrapping up the night on ABC, it is top-ranked Georgia and Georgia Tech. An exciting week for football. Catch it all on the app as well. Shot clock turned up, 28.5 to go. Purdue ball down by 3.
You say rivalry week.
Rivalry week.
Very well.
That takes a lot of practice.
That's an Elmer Fudd special.
Jones trying to get it to Smith, and Ziegler won't let that pass happen.
And they can't run any offense. Look how far away they are from an operating area.
Boy, they are good defensively. Over the top and a hold by Phillips.
A good job by Trey Kaufman-Renn to just move Phillips up the lane when he got on the high side. And just to keep that pass from going in, you just have to really heat up the ball.
And Phillips getting some minutes because the other 3 bigs on Rick Barnes' roster all have at least 2 fouls. Tobe Awaka's got 3. Tennessee's got, we've talked about Purdue's depth and options. Tennessee's got the same thing, really. Rick Barnes has a lot of bodies as well.
A lot of big bodies and big, strong bodies.
As we said yesterday, everybody in orange, they know where the weight room is.
They're not going to play any team in college basketball that they're not as strong as. Not one.
35-footer.
Got a foul. Fletcher Lawyer's going to go to the line. Santiago Vescovy caught him on a push-off.
Another foul.
And I think the whistle was before the clock hit 000. Rick Barnes isn't going to like this, but they'll take a look at it. I would surmise to make sure that the foul was committed before the horn. Now watch underneath the basket. Santiago Vescovy just gives a push in the back, and it was well before. So there's going to be some time put back on the clock, and Fletcher Lawyer's going to get a couple free throws here. Just watch Vescovy just gives him a shove with that right arm, sort of arm bar in his back, and he hit the deck.
The right call.
Yeah,
clearly
no
a foul.
question. Yeah, it was just a question of whether the call was made or the foul was committed before it hit 000, and it was. Well, just for such a smart player, Vescovy's a really smart player, and you give him credit for the hustle and the effort, but there was going to be no rebound here.
What's up, Squirts? Man, what's up? Welcome in, bro. Good to see you.
I think we're going to hear, even though it is the right call and it was before time had expired, we're going to hear some orange booing.
Yeah, I would expect you're right. And we think they're just looking at the clock here.
They're looking at the clock to find out how much time it is. Now they know that the foul was committed before it hit 000, and it looked like it was in the 0.9 range, something like that.
I know. It's been a bit.
And I don't think there will be any arguing from Vescovy. I think he knows what it was.
It looked like a second, 0.9, whatever it is.
1.9 seconds.
This is where replay kind of drives you crazy.
Who's going to go to the line?
It's because we could be looking at that magnificent turtleneck that Jay Williams is wearing right now.
The thing is, if he's not wearing one, he probably went back to the green room to put one on. We don't know. 1.3. And Fletcher Lawyer to the line. He's already got 16 points in this game. And is a perfect 6 for 6 from the line.
The only one shooting here.
Great bounce back.
Fletcher Lawyer and Edey, the only ones scoring on this team for Purdue. Had a chance to tie it up. We're not going to do it.
Well, I would say ball don't lie, but I think the ball occasionally lies. That was the right call.
Yeah, that ball don't lie thing.
In and in,
1.3.
Throw it up. That's the
And a very physical first half comes to a close in this big-time matchup between number 7 Tennessee and number 2 Purdue, with the Vols clinging to a 1-point lead. Angel Gray is with Coach Barnes.
Coach, we were just having a conversation. Very physical game. Purdue was actually able to take the lead at one point without Zach Edey on the floor. How would you grade your team's composure?
Well, it is a physical game. I just don't think the officials realize it, you know? And the fouls, I mean, it is what it is. And like I've tried to tell them, they're trying to get fouled in here. We're trying to get fouled out there. I don't know. When I got the technical foul, I know I was right on that call. We got pushed. But the bottom line is, it's the kind of game you would expect. I want our guys, we're playing hard. We got to make some shots. We've had some shots that we need to make. Got to make them at the free throw line, but we just got to keep defending and do what we do. We've got big guys in foul trouble. We have to go with all guards. We'll do that if we have to.
Thanks so much, Coach.
Thank you.
Tennessee shot 37%. Purdue shot 20% from the field, but they're within a point here in Honolulu. Dallin Cup, take it away.
All right, so thank you guys for tuning in. Appreciate y'all being here. Let me mute my speaker here so I don't have to listen to that. But appreciate y'all being here on the channel. First basketball night game, primetime game for On the Go at CeeLo. So Tennessee leads the number 7 team in the nation, 4-0, leads Purdue 31-30. Number 2 seeded Purdue Boilermakers at 4-0 as well. Can Tennessee give Purdue their very first loss? We'll see what happens. Stick with us. So let's take a look at some stats from the game so far. Dude. He's 1 for 1 from the field, 1 for 2 free throws. He's got 2 personal fouls. He's got 3 points. Connect. He's been awesome. He's been all over the place. 5 for 8, 2 for 2. What's up, Jason, man? What's going on, Jason? How you doing? Welcome to the show. Appreciate you being here. Connect. He's 5 for 8 from the field, 2 for 2 from three-point land, 1 for 2 from the free throws, 1 offensive rebound, 4 defensive rebounds. He's got 1 assist, 1 block shot, 1 turnover, 1 personal foul. He's got 13 points. Connect continues to be the beast that he is all season. Meshack got a little scare there when he got hurt there, but he's okay now. 3 for 5 from the field, 1 for 2 from the free throw line, 1 offensive rebound, no defensive rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal, 1 block, 1 personal foul. That's 7 points for Meshack. Vescovy, 0 for 3 from the field, 0 for 3 from the three-point line, 5 for 6, though, from the free throws. So hitting his free throws, can at least taking advantage of that. Purdue's been in foul trouble like crazy. 1 offensive rebound, 2 defensive rebounds. He's got 1 turnover, 1 personal foul with 5 points. Jordan James, he's got 1 for 2 from the field, 1 for 2 from the three-point line, 2 defensive rebounds, 2 defensive rebounds, 1 assist, 1 block shot, 1 personal foul. 3 points for Jordan James. Awaka is on the bench. He has 0 points. He's got 3 personal fouls. Awaka already 3 personal fouls. Estrella, he's been in foul trouble as well. He's got 2. Phillips has got 1. And Gainey's got 1 as well. And then the other one that's got points on the bench, or nobody on the bench has got any points. So anybody that's starting has the points there. Let's take a look at the Purdue Boilermakers box score here. Kaufman 0 for 2 from the field, 1 for 4 from the free throw line, 6 rebounds, 5 defensive, 1 offensive rebound, 1 assist, 1 steal, 1 block, 1 turnover, 2 personal fouls, 1 point for Kaufman. Edey, he's been a beast down below in the center in the paint, 2 for 5. 6 for 12 from the free throw line. Oh my God, how many times has he been fouled? 6 offensive rebounds, 2 defensive rebounds. He's got 2 personal fouls. He's got 10 points. He was on the bench there toward the end of the half. Smith, 0 for 3. And he's got 1 steal, 2 turnovers, and no points. Lawyer, 4 for 13. He's the other guy doing everything. 4 for 13 from the field, 2 for 7. From the three-point line, 7 for 8 from the free throws, 2 defensive rebounds, and 1 steal, 1 turnover, and 1 personal foul. He's got 17 points. Jones, he's 0 for 3, 0 for 2 from the three-point line. He's got 1 assist, 1 steal, 1 turnover, no personal fouls, and 0 points. So those are the Purdue. All right, Cinderella. See you later. On the bench for Purdue, 2 points for first. Nobody there's a couple in personal, got 2 personal fouls first, and Gills has 2 personal fouls. So, not too bad in trouble right now but considering how many, let's take a look at the team stats. That's where it'll tell you the difference in this game and why it's so close. Field goal percentage, 10 for 27 is Tennessee, 37%, 6 for 30 for Purdue, which is ridiculous, shooting 20%. All those free throws are what is happening, keeping Purdue in this game. Free throws, keeping Purdue, Tennessee in foul crazy trouble. But field goal percent, 37 to 20%. 3-point line, 3 for 12, 2 for 10. Both can't hit a dime on the 3-point line. 8 for 13 from the field. Here is the stat why Purdue is still alive. 16 for 26 on the free throw line. So 61%, both hitting 61%, but Purdue, that's where all the points are coming from. Offensive rebounds, 12 for Purdue, which is all Edey, and then 12 offensive rebounds. 4 offensive rebounds for Tennessee, 14 for defense. So assists, 5 assists for Tennessee, 3 for Purdue, 2 steals for Tennessee, 4 Purdue, 3 block shots, 1 for Purdue, 5 for 7 total turnovers, and then fouls, 13 for Tennessee to 9 Purdue. So largest lead was 9 points for Tennessee and 3 for Purdue. So those are your stats. Let's take a look at some scores around the country. Gonzaga is beating Syracuse. They beat Syracuse 76 to 57. So they move into the losers bracket championship. Florida State beats Colorado, and James Madison University beats SIU's 82-76. Duke beats LAS 95 to 66. And coming up, Kentucky versus Marquette. And then the winner will play Tennessee tomorrow night. So it should be amazing if it was Kansas and Tennessee tomorrow night. So hope everybody's doing well. Appreciate y'all hitting the like button for us. Try to get to 30 likes. 30 likes on the channel. If you would hit the like button for us and hit that subscribe as well, because we'll be doing Tennessee basketball all season long. And we thank you for tuning in here tonight. I know a lot of other people are doing the game, but for you to be hanging out with us here, we do appreciate it. So coming up, I know we'll be doing the game against Tennessee versus North Carolina. I know we'll have Pearson here and all the little North Carolina fans too. So hope everybody comes back for that. That should be fun. Hopefully we get to 8,100. That is our goal. Make sure you're hitting that like button. Our goal is 30 likes and our 10 more likes, 10 more subs to 8,090. That would be nice to get that too. But right after this game is Kansas versus Marquette at 10:30 Eastern, 9:30 Central on ESPN. Should be an interesting game. And then winner will take on Tennessee tomorrow in the Maui Classic final. Hopefully Tennessee will be there, and we'll be bringing that game to you live. All right, so let me see if I have anything here I can pop up here. I think everything else is on the other page. I'll have to load those on here. So just waiting for the audio to come back. Halftime report is on as we're in the middle of the half. So hope everybody's had a good day. I know we had a couple Tennessee fans here. If you have any Purdue fans, we would love for you to speak up and say go Boilermakers, or go Purdue, whatever you want, or go Vols if you're a Volunteer fan. If you would like to become a channel member, it is 99 cents to join our channel membership. You get access to emojis, and then also if you go up to the next stat, which is pro, it's $2.99, I believe, and then you get access to private vlogs. And I dropped a Braves vlog this morning. You had access to that before it went live. And then also $2.99, we get you access to the emojis plus private streams, live stream. We're gonna have a couple of live streams for channel members only. So definitely hope you take advantage of that. We'd love for you. And the more memberships you get, I think I get 2 more members. I get 1 more emoji. So the more emojis, the more we'll have fun with those. But we do have private emojis that you can't use unless you're a member. We have the big orange T here. And then we have a Go Vols Go. And let's see what else we got. If you're a Purdue fan, we have some Purdue. There's that. And let's see what else we got. Got the Tennessee basketball. And we have Nashville Predator. We're going to be doing Nashville Predator hockey as well on the channel. Nashville Predator hockey definitely is going to be another fun thing to do. 1 or 2 games a week. We're a big National Hockey League fan. And then on Sundays, we do Tennessee Titans or we do the NFL Red Zone. All these are my favorite teams. We love to stream all our favorite teams here on the channel. So, and then during the summer, we do Atlanta Braves baseball and NASCAR. So, lots of fun here on the channel. We're at 8,000 subscribers, trying to get to 8,100. And we would love for you to join our channel and have a good time. Either way, we have a great time in the chat. Also, we have a Discord. If you'd like to join our Discord, we have a great chance on that. If you want to do that, I can get that link for you. Just need you to ask me, and I'll get it up there for you. I think we got about 140 people in our Discord. Lots of channels, lots of NCAA. You'll never miss a stream. Also, speaking of streams, I'll check out in the very bottom, see a left-hand corner there. Check out my social media. On the Go at CeeLo is my Facebook page. CLord16 is my Twitter or X. On the Go at CeeLo1 is my Instagram, and On the Go at CeeLo is my TikTok. So make sure you're checking those out and hanging out with us here. Then you'll never miss a stream, especially the one that I always post on my Facebook page. TikTok, I'm trying to do different things. And also we have some YouTube shorts. I dropped 2 YouTube shorts today. One was a Tennessee Titans. I think it was just one today, and it did pretty well. So check out those. I dropped yesterday to Jalen Wright 75 yards to the house. Our only good thing that happened on last Saturday against Georgia. A big run by Jalen Wright, 75 yards, big time. So check out Saturday. We'll probably be doing the Tennessee Vanderbilt game here on the channel, and that will be fun too as well. So trying to hit that like button, trying to get to 30 likes. There's 29 of you here. See if we can get to 30 likes on the channel, and then we'll move on from there. So appreciate y'all just waiting on. I'll let you listen to some of the highlights of other games here on the ESPN. Here you go. And I gotta get it back here.
Why can't we just say to Florida State, he's got something very important to say right now, though.
This has been the Jeep Halftime Report.
Okay. So much for that. So the halftime report will be back here. And you did a short on the Braves. Yeah, do some shorts on. We did released a vlog this morning on the Braves. New reliever Ronaldo Lopez coming to the Atlanta Braves, a 3-year, $30 million deal. I gave you my thoughts on that and talked about some other things in baseball. So make sure you're checking out that vlog as well. Go give that a like and a comment. We would love for that too as well. So what's up, Huskies? Finally, number 4. Let's go. What's up, PNW, man? Good to see you. Good to see you here. We followed the Huskies, right? All the way to the Final Four, to the championship game, and watched them win it. We were right here live on the channel. So that was fun and a good time. So we followed the Final Four every year, and we've had such a good hype with that. Lots of fun. Lots of people in here and having a good time talking NCAA basketball. And definitely going to be coming back here very shortly with the live coverage here in the second half of the Tennessee versus Purdue. It's been a very physical game. Yes, sir. Born and raised here in Washington. That's right. And hey, UConn made me some money too in the NCAA tournament. So I'm kind of a closet UConn fan maybe. But man, it's been a very physical game here. Edey's been down front pushing and shoving and hitting and all that stuff. The refs have been kind of giving him a little leeway. He's got 2 personal fouls though. None of the starters for Tennessee other than A-Dude's got foul trouble. So we'll see what happens here in this second half. Can Purdue shut down Meshack and Connect? Can Tennessee stop fouling Purdue? Then let them go to the line. This game would be over if we didn't have these fouls. And then, football. I thought you were a UConn fan, a Washington Huskies. Oh, okay, gotcha. Okay, I see now. I was thinking UConn. Hey, they have a good shot to be in the playoffs, man. Of course, you think Ohio State and Michigan, they're going to cancel themselves. One of them is going to cancel themselves out. Florida State's not going to do anything because they lost their quarterback. Yeah, I got you now. So it should be interesting. I think it's going to be Georgia. And, of course, Georgia's got to play Alabama. Alabama could put some weird, crazy stuff on that, too. The whole top four could be messed up here at the end of this week here. We'll see what happens. But Michigan's playing Ohio State. Georgia's playing Alabama in 2 weeks or 3 weeks or something like that. And then, let's see. I think Oregon will be in, or they have to play somebody else. I can't remember. But college football playoffs coming up very soon as well. So, but just waiting on the audio to come back here the second half. Here we go. Back in it.
Presented by Lowe's. This is the Allstate Maui Invitational. Here on the island of Oahu, we head to the second half at semifinal number 1 with Tennessee leading Purdue 31-30. Welcome back inside the Stan Sherrif Center. Dan Schulman, Jay Billis, two guys who would look really small if we were standing beside Zach Edey. And all the Tennessee guys look pretty small when they're standing beside him as well. Tonight's expert moves are brought to you by Principal. We focus on how Tennessee, Jay, is defending Zach Edey.
Well, they may be small around him, but there are a lot of Tennessee guys around him. They are swarming Zach Edey, not necessarily double-teaming him, but they're digging down, and anytime a shot goes up, they're trying to get multiple bodies around him to block him out. And blocking out has been really difficult. 12 offensive rebounds in the first half for Purdue. 6 of those have come from Zach Edey. He's got 10 points, 8 rebounds. Purdue only shot 20%, Dan, in that first half. Now, they only scored 8 points in the paint, but they had 26 free throw attempts. They made 16 of those 26, and it's not like Tennessee didn't get to the line. They shot half that amount, but you can expect more fouls to come in this game if it stays this physical.
Let's bring in Angel Gray.
Coach Painter gave a sigh of relief considering they're shooting 20% from the field and only 3 players have scored. He said it's all about weathering the storm. They're getting good looks, taking great shots, but missing free throws. He said we have to take advantage of what they're giving us and also defensively keep Dalton Connect off the floor. He gave me a look and he said, because he's really good.
He is really good. Just missed a shot he normally makes. And a guy who's been making a lot of shots today. Fletcher Lawyer knocks one down. Purdue on top.
Well, the first possession of the second half looks similar to how Purdue came out in the second half against Gonzaga. Getting the ball down the floor quickly after a defensive rebound, passing ahead, getting an easy shot in transition.
Meshack floats it up, left it short, but draws the foul.
Just a terrific pass by Braden Smith, Fletcher Lawyer. And Lawyer ran the floor. They got that rebound. Zach Edey got the rebound, immediately outletted it. And you've got to beat this Tennessee defense down the floor in transition, because grinding it out in the half court, 5-on-5, is going to be really, really difficult. I mean, Matt Painter found it difficult in the first half, but does anything fluster Matt Painter?
No.
Now, Purdue's won more games in the Big Ten in the last 7 years than any team in that league. He's just built a fabulous program in West Lafayette.
And you can say the same thing about Rick Barnes in Knoxville. No team has won more regular season games or postseason games the last 7 years in the SEC than the Vols. Purdue picked to win the Big Ten. Tennessee picked to win the SEC. Without question, these are two teams who could go a long, long way this year. Edey with a steal. Meshack one-on-one with Jones and a block.
Well, what a great play by Jemai Meshack. Just knocked that ball away with the right hand. He's so active with his hands in addition to getting his body there. Now, he kept his body right in front and stopped the advance of Braden Smith. And Braden Smith is a heck of a guard. Like, he protects the ball, and reached around with that right hand and knock it away to get that transition opportunity. Jemai Meshack went to the same high school as Darren Collison, Etowanda.
Outstanding player. Jemai Meshack also is on the SEC Men's Basketball Leadership Council, which is a way for student athletes to talk to campus leaders and conference officials about student athlete wellness and experience. Second year in a row he's been on that council, so a tip of the cap to him. He's obviously got great leadership qualities.
He puts such good pressure on the ball. He's difficult to deal with defensively, and he's made it really hard on Braden Smith.
Boy, tough to deal with Edey when he catches the ball that close to the rim.
If he gets both feet in the paint, that's basically a double bury. And Jonas Edey, there's nothing he could do.
Meshack elevates around and out. Can't get a better look.
I thought Kaufman-Renn was going to get that ball to Lance Jones, and they were going to be off to the races.
Smith. Kaufman-Renn runs it down, puts it up, and hits.
Tennessee's trying to keep Braden Smith from getting to those screens, just keeping on the side.
Connect almost lost it. Edey from the corner. And the long rebound down and a bounce to Jones, and a nice look ahead to Smith.
Well, those look aheads are going to get opportunities.
Ooh, Lawyer was thinking about it, wasn't he?
He's always thinking about it. He should.
Good physical battle. Kaufman-Renn over James. Edey with a weak side rebound.
Go back up.
And one.
Oh my gosh, man.
Much better pace in this second half. There's our guy again.
Yeah.
Same outfit as yesterday.
You're surprised by that?
Let's hope he didn't sleep in that costume. But inside position, two guys behind him, there's nothing they could do. And Zach Edey was looking out to an open three-point shooter, but he was so close to the basket, he should have gone up right away.
Jay, that is the 7th foul drawn by Zach Edey in this game. Edey just went to the bench with his 3rd. Awaka, who's got 3, has checked in his place.
I mean, how do you block that out? It's like blocking out the Washington Monument.
He's Canadian. Could you say CN Tower, please?
I don't know what that is.
It's a lot bigger than the Washington Monument.
I've actually been in it.
Yes.
That's the one that's got the plexiglass floor.
The glass floor,
yeah. That I was afraid to go on, even though I knew I would fall.
Yeah, that's the glass floor that people braver than us walk on. 7-point lead.
So you don't walk on it either?
No.
Yeah. Well, what's the point? Yeah. I know I'm high up, but why take the risk?
Just trying to get the right sound on the mic. Still just
Boilermaker fans making some noise. Biggest lead of the game for Purdue.
Walker's working so hard. Worked hard on that ball screen to string it out, and then got all the way back to Zach Edey.
Good help there by Awaka. Smith needs some help. Shot clock's running down. And Kaufman-Renn had it knocked away, and it's out of bounds to Tennessee. Good stand there by the Vols.
Well, that's the difficulty. Trey Kaufman-Renn operates better in the low post. When he goes up to that high-low, that's where you'd rather have maybe Mason Gillis coming up there. Not only can he knock down that shot, but he's more of a playmaker in that spot.
Tennessee looking for its first field goal of the second half, and they're not going to get it here as Lawyer picks the pocket of Connect. Oh, boy. A transition 3. And a foul going against Purdue.
Well, it's amazing how many of those steals that Purdue gets on that action because they're in the gap. Now watch Fletcher Lawyer there. He's in the gap, just reaches in, and he can recover to the shooter. But his positioning essentially is his help. Reaches in with that right hand, knocks it away, and gets the steal. But he and Braden Smith, they do a very good job of their positioning in gaps.
Kaufman-Renn his 3rd foul. He's on the bench now. Mason Gillis has checked in. Awaka lost the handle, and Tennessee can't get anything going right now offensively.
Well, I promise you that Awaka was thinking about, when I catch this, I got to deal with Edey, and that's why he didn't catch it.
Rebound Vescovy. Oh, and Smith tipped it away, and it hit the leg of Michael Greenstein, one of the officials. Officials are in play. Almost 4 minutes in, and Tennessee again still looking for their first field goal the second half. They've turned it over a couple of times as well. Here's a guy who can knock down some shots in Jordan Gainey, but he's been quiet today.
Lawyer was right with him on the catch on that throwback.
Awaka over Edey. How about that?
You have to make some tough shots Tobe Awaka had 6 points and 6 rebounds in the win that Tennessee had over Wisconsin. And he's never guarded anybody as big as Zach Edey.
He also played on Team USA at the U19 World Cup, averaged a double-double, got some great international experience over the summer. 5-point lead for Purdue over Tennessee. When we come back, two giants in their respective fields. Jay Billis and Zach Edey going 94 feet.
Do they have to show the backside of my...
All right. Thank you guys so much for tuning in here on The Go at CeeLo. Make sure you hit that like button. We're trying to get to 30 likes as we are here with On The Go at CeeLo. Purdue versus Tennessee. Purdue has their largest lead of the day, 5-5. Tennessee needs to get back in this, but they're going to have to learn how to shut Edey down. He has been a beast from the points there. Lloyd has got 20 points, and Edey's got 15. They started the half off with 3-point shot. And now they've looked back, but Tennessee's in foul trouble. A-Dude's got 3 fouls. He is on the bench. Waka has got 3 fouls. He was back out there, so this should be interesting to see if Tennessee can survive this. Learn how to get around Edey and shut him down, but it's going to be a tough task. But make sure you're subscribing and hitting that like button. We'll be bringing back the audio here in just a second. We appreciate you. Next Tennessee game is going to be hopefully tomorrow night in the final. If they lose, I'm sure they play. I'm not sure they're on TV what time they would be on if they lose or not. And then the next regular SEC game or next game that the regular game scheduled is Tennessee versus North Carolina. We'll be bringing that one to you for sure. So appreciate y'all hanging out and trying to get the mic and the sound just working perfectly. So I don't have to keep on adjusting it to get a good sound. But if you can't hear me, let me know, and I'll adjust it. But back and forth we go. Matthew, still here. Thanks, man. Appreciate you being here. If you know the members, if you noticed, I changed the logos next to your names. So it's red for like the first month, and then I think it's blue, I believe, for the next one or something like that. And then orange is the next one after that, and they'll have different colors. And then we'll see if we do 6 months, and then a year is the next one. So hopefully we'll keep it that way. Hopefully we'll have a bunch of members, and but 99 cents gets you a. Let's see, he's going to talk to Zach Edey.
Mates about what you eat. So you finish a team meal, then what do you do?
I go scroll on DoorDash, look for whatever sushi spots near me, look up the ratings, and then order a bunch of food.
So you love sushi. What's the best kind?
I like, it's called nigiri. It's like just straight rice and then fish on top of it.
What superstitions do you have before a game?
Well, I eat sushi the day before. I'll always eat kind of the same things. I'll eat honey stingers the day before or during the game. I'll do the same things in layup lines every time. I try to keep the same thing every time.
All right. Elephant in the room, you're tall. Mm-hmm. So what's the hardest thing about being a tall man outside of basketball?
I'd say doorways for sure. Doorways, showers, hotel beds. Those are like the big 3.
How big is your bed at home?
8 foot.
And was that a request you had when you came to Purdue?
Yeah, that was my big thing when I first came. I said I need an 8 foot bed to come to Purdue, and Payne got me one quickly.
8 foot bed, 94 feet.
8 foot bed.
Mine's 6 feet.
And it's 7-4. He needs all of that. The tallest player, not only in Purdue history, in Big Ten history, and significantly bigger, although not nearly as mean as Canadian geese. A Canada Goose is somebody you don't want to trifle with. Edey is exactly the same height as Victor Wembanyama, but he's probably, 80, 90 pounds heavier right now than Wemby.
You know, I noticed you glossed over he's over 7 footlongs at Subway.
Yes.
For those that don't know, you're about to know. I visited Canada with Dan, and he took me to a great Canadian delicacy. He wanted me to experience Canada. He took me to Subway.
I did. And much to my dismay, he's been talking about it ever since.
Another turnover by the Vols.
You did pay, though.
I did pay. Sam Edey into the game with the ball. Guy who missed last year, redshirting because of injuries.
Turnover for Tennessee.
That pass gets knocked away. Here come Gainey in the ball. Still looking to get the offense clicking in the second half.
Outside of Edey and Fletcher Lawyer, there's been no scoring for Purdue.
Ziegler the miss. The ball's still live. Ziegler got knocked down by his own teammate. Awaka hopefully okay as he gets helped back to his feet. Remember, he's the guy who got knocked out of the game with the ankle roll yesterday.
Purdue just saved that ball underneath, but
Waka took out Ziegler.
Well, that's an interesting call there because Edey was being held.
And so Edey gets called for the foul for the contact with Awaka, as Awaka then banged into Ziegler, and you can see how Edey feels about that. He sat the last 4:17 of the first half after picking up his second, and now he's coming out relatively quickly in the second half.
Purdue's got a little bit of a quicker lineup on the floor.
Come on, boys.
Connect into some heavy traffic, and it cost him.
Great help again by Braden Smith. He went not just to be there position-wise, he went to steal the ball.
Keeps the dribble alive under the basket, finds Edey. Well, you can't get an inch of free space offensively in this game. And then a foul. If it's Awaka, it's his fourth.
Yeah, that's Awaka. And good job by Fletcher Lawyer to just go right into it. Instead of letting Awaka string out that ball screen action.
Boy, and that's not the kind of foul, if you're Rick Barnes, you want to see like a guy like Awaka pick up when you're already in some foul trouble, because now he's got to go deeper into his bench. Adu's got 3, Awaka's got 4, and now he has brought the freshman J.P. Estrella into the game.
If they string out that ball screen, Fletcher Lawyer needs to just look back, throw back to Trey Kaufman-Wren and play out of that.
Lance Jones trying to turn the corner. Edey trying to do the same, but Tennessee keeps shutting off these driving lanes.
Well, their help defense has been excellent.
Jones for 3, and boy, did they get a big shot there. That extends the lead to 8.
Dagger.
Ankle-breaking step back.
43-35.
Biggest lead of the game for the Boilermakers.
Big 3 for Jones.
You know, to Matt Painter's point and what he said to Angel at halftime, they shot 20%. Edey had foul trouble. They missed 10 free throws. They were only down 1 at the half. He probably had to believe things would get better in the second half.
Well, this is just a great individual move. A little crossover, step back. Completely on balance for Lance Jones, a senior from Evanston, Illinois. He was an all-Missouri Valley Conference player at Southern Illinois and on the all-defensive team. Talk about a two-way player. He just adds another dimension of speed.
Gainey, no. Offensive rebound, Josiah Jordan-James, and a great look to Vescovy. Ziegler for 3. Tennessee cannot make a shot right now.
Estrella kept that ball alive so that Tennessee could grab that offensive rebound, get an extra possession.
The Vols 1 for 9 from the field in the second half. Jones turns on the Jets again, and it's out of bounds to the Vols.
And Jones is saying, I didn't lose it, it got knocked away. But he lost it.
He lost it. Upon further review. No harm in trying.
That's so great.
Come on, boys, beat some scores here.
Good ball pressure by Lawyer on Vescovy. And away from the ball, a call against Purdue.
And Edey was holding.
Well, while we have a moment, we've got a doozy of a second game coming up. Tyler Kolek, the reigning Big East Player of the Year, leading number 4 Marquette against Bill Self's Kansas Jayhawks. Hunter Dickinson seems to be settling in quite nicely as a Jayhawk, doesn't he?
I would think so. He's averaging, what, 24, 25 points a game, 12 rebounds, shooting 70% from the field. He's also their top three-point shooter. He shoots 60, 70% from 3.
Mason Gillis called for the foul as Jordan Gainey went flying.
Just gave him a little bump as he was trying to cut through with that shallow cut.
And that is already the 7th team foul on Purdue with 12:57 left.
You can get away with that bumping and grinding in and around the basket and in the lane. But if you do it out front, you're doing it right in front of the official.
I grew up a Braves
Edey
fan in
back in after
Tennessee.
sitting for just a couple of minutes. He's got 3
That's
fouls.
why, Terry.
Matt Painter trusts him not to pick up any cheap ones.
Ethan Morton has checked in as well. He just played a couple of minutes in the first half. It's a deeper roster, and Morton was a starter for most of last season. He's seen himself in a smaller role so far this year.
He did a great job, I thought, yesterday
Baseball
against Gonzaga guarding Ryan Nembhard. He's a connector out there, really good passer, but a really smart defender, one of the better glue guys in the Big Ten.
I knew you were going to say that. We're obligated to say glue guy whenever we talk about Ethan Morton.
Isn't that a good thing?
It is.
You might want to try it.
Yeah. Edey a touch. Hasn't had all that many opportunities to get the ball on the block and put up the jump hook that he loves to put up so much.
Well, Estrella did a good job of pushing him off the lane.
First, great patience, couldn't finish it. Edey had a hand on it. First goes flying, and it's out of bounds to Tennessee.
They are going after both First and Vescovy.
Two tough-minded teams, and today's game reflecting that.
I think that was a first down. Bring the chains out.
Tennessee has scored only 6 points so far in the second half, and now we got more bodies flying and another foul away from the ball, and this time it's Heidi.
It's just on cuts. They're Purdue just a little too physical on some of these cuts, and that wasn't a scoring cut. It was a cut that was going toward the corner, and I think Heidi's probably saying, wait a minute, I was there.
Crazy.
At this point, if you're Tennessee, right, you don't want to get into settle for jump shot mode because you can get to the free throw line over and over and over right now.
You're darn right. You want to put Purdue in a position because every common foul now is going to be free throws, and they're inching ever closer to the double bonus. And this is awfully early to be flirting with that.
Gainey makes them both. His dad, Justin, an assistant coach on this team.
3:39.
A terrific player in his day.
Come on, boys, we can do this. Play some defense.
In his day?
In his day. Which was after you. That was after your day. Yeah. I can't think of the last time we had a possession where somebody wasn't lying down on the court or got knocked down to the court.
It was yesterday.
Yeah.
Come on, boys. We need this right here. Down by 4. 12 minutes to go.
Third on Estrella, 4 on Awaka, 3 on Perdue. So the big guys for the Vols have some foul issues as well.
Foul trouble is killing us tonight. Defense here. Defense. Don't let him go to the basket.
And Edey is tied up. The possession arrow, though, will keep it with Purdue.
Wow.
Well, I thought Edey, rather than going into the middle, could have just given a little drop step and got an angle with his over his left shoulder. Just drop step right here and you get to the rim. A good job by Josiah Jordan James to come over. He took a shot. So was able to tie it up.
And then defense here. Defense. Let's go. Good play, Jordan James.
Matt Painter making a different call right now to give a different alignment.
And a foul on Vescovy. Well, the depth these two teams have may be tested today, Jay, because inevitably pretty soon guys are going to start fouling out of this game.
Vescovy's got 3.
Good switches by Tennessee. Hey.
Jones into Edey for the slam.
What a fake by Lance Jones.
Edey's had to work very hard for his 17 points and 10 rebounds so far in this game. Wide open Ziegler.
Boy, did they need that one, didn't they? Much better movement by Tennessee, running Purdue off a variety of screens to get that open shot. Now Tennessee going with full court pressure. Boy, that looked like a violation. It looked like Caleb First, his right foot
down by 3.
was over that line making the pass. At least it was close.
UW's won the Big Ten. Some crazy moves next year.
Pass deflected. First got it back. And is fouled on his way to the rim, and he hits the deck hard. And we'll be at the free throw line for a couple when we come back. Very, very physical here today. Purdue leading Tennessee by 3.
All right, thanks so much for tuning in here tonight. Appreciate all the love tonight. Make sure you hit that like button, please. Get to 30 likes. That'll be our goal for tonight, I guess. 30 likes as we got about 12 minutes, less than 12 minutes to go in this half. The Purdue Boilermakers are up by 3. Tennessee trying to tie this bad boy up. It's going to be a tough stretch down the stretch here. Who's going to survive? Who's going to foul out? Who's not going to foul out? And who is going to roll to victory and move to the final game of the Maui Classic tomorrow against either Marquette or Kansas, I believe. So Marquette or Kansas will be the other team playing. So could it be Kansas versus Tennessee in a matchup? That would be amazing. Could Tennessee beat the number 1 and number 2 team back-to-back nights to win the Maui Invitational Championship? That will definitely put them in the driver's seat to be number 1 in the country for sure, if they could beat the number 1 and number 2 team in the country. So make sure you hit that like button for us. Trying to get to 30 likes. Hit the subscribe for Tennessee basketball. We're going to be doing a lot more Tennessee basketball this year. If they do lose tomorrow, I'm not sure what time the game would be, but I know that they'll be playing North Carolina next week, and we'll be definitely bringing that game to you. Make sure you're looking for some hockey this weekend, baby, or the Predators on Saturday or Friday night, and then also Tennessee versus Vanderbilt on Saturday, and then NFL Red Zone on Sunday. So one of those we're going to do. Definitely the Red Zone on Sunday. I'm not sure about the hockey or the football, so make sure your notification bells are on. Thanks for the subs tonight. Thanks for the likes tonight. Appreciate you being here. Some other folks illegally showing the game. Appreciate you, YouTube, for not shutting them down. It's crazy. It's funny how they'll let you do it during the season, but Final Four time, it's like, no, you can't do that. So back to the audio. Here we go.
So who wants a t-shirt?
Uh-oh. What happened? Audio just went out. They muted or something? Oh, the video went out. Let's see what happens if it comes back. Okay, that was weird.
Presentation of college basketball is brought to you by Lowe's. Lowe's knows home improvement. And Allstate, you're in good hands. Game 1 of 2 here in Honolulu, and the second semifinal features a team that's so much fun to watch. The Marquette Golden Eagles, who survived the 2-point win over UCLA last night to advance to a semifinal against the top-ranked team in the nation, the Kansas Jayhawks. Meanwhile, that last foul call on Josiah Jordan James, the officials had a look at it during the timeout on the drive by Caleb First, and they have decided to upgrade this from a common foul to a flagrant one.
Yeah, because Josiah Jordan James came down with that right arm across the head of Caleb First. They decided to upgrade it to an F1. So that'll be 2 shots on the ball for Purdue.
Fouls have been a big part of the story here today. There have been 36 fouls committed in this game. 19 by Tennessee, 17 by Purdue. There's a player on each side with 4 already, others with 3.
Yeah, there were 36 fouls called. There were a lot more committed.
Yeah.
But Tennessee in the second half, 2 of 10 from the field, but they're getting to the free throw line because of those foul calls. They're 6 of 8 in the second half. Purdue's, this is going to be their second and third free throws.
There you go. This one.
So First will shoot the 2 for the flagrant, and then Purdue will retain possession. First, a guy who can back up. Edey in the middle, can play alongside Edey at the 4 as he makes 1 of 2.
He gets one more.
Let's go cross court to Angel Gray.
Guys, well, Coach Painter told his team what they will not do is complain about the calls, but what they can do is play physical without fouling. He said, guards, I'm challenging you to help our guys down low. We have to make sure that we're doing this together. He also added rebound, defend. Oh, yeah, and have fun.
It's as physical a battle as you'll ever have. Go out there and have fun. But that's what happens a lot when you play Tennessee. You know you're in for this kind of a battle. And, Jay, I would think it wears on you mentally as well as physically.
It definitely wears on you mentally as well as physically. But that's like saying have fun in the octagon when you're going into an MMA fight.
They do have a 4-point lead. They're not getting the ball into Edey as easily or as often as they would like. In a quote-unquote normal Purdue game, it feels like he's getting touches on the block, 50% of the time, half their possessions, maybe more. That's just not happening today.
Well, Purdue's putting pressure on the ball. Tennessee's putting pressure on the ball, making it difficult for Purdue's passers to see inside to Edey.
That play will work over the top, and he's now got 19.
You got to make Zach Edey play in a crowd. He's had a crowd around him all game long, but not there. That was just a simple little back screen and got him right to the rim. The last place you want him hanging around.
Vescovi, a kick into the corner. Tipped up, no good after the miss by Ziegler, and it's Purdue ball.
A beautiful fade screen by Estrella on the ball reversal. A wide open shot
now?
for Tennessee.
Can you hear me good?
Couldn't have been run any better. Just
Can
didn't
you hear
make
me
it.
good? You should be able to hear me good.
Smith still scoreless in this game, and he's been in double figures with regularity for Purdue, and right on cue, he's got his first points of the game.
Really nice job by Zach Edey. Runs out to set the screen and twists it and sets it again. Little screen and rescreen.
Let's take a look at our good hands play, brought to you by Allstate.
Well, just a little back screen, no communication from Santiago Vescovi to get in front of Edey. Sets the back screen on Estrella. And you have to expect that Zach Edey's only going one place, and that is to the rim. He's not running out to the three-point line.
Does he amuse you or frighten you?
Both.
That's good.
I'm frighteningly amused.
Vescovi at the line after the foul on Morton. Knocks down the front end of the 1-and-1.
It's like watching penalty kicks in soccer.
All right, can you hear me now? How does it sound good now?
That is the 52nd free throw attempted in this game.
And there's still 10 minutes to go in regulation. Right now, Braden Smith, he's got to think
What's
about
up, Cam? No worries, man.
No
worries, dude. Appreciate you being here.
Catch has been extended.
Not as busy as we had yesterday.
So far outside the three-point line. That's out of an operating area.
Vescovi just took it away from Coleman.
Come on, Vescovi.
He's got Gainey with him.
No, you should have gave it to Gainey.
Good recovery by Lawyer to turn a 2-on-1 into a 2-on-2. Edey left hand. Great offensive rebound by James.
Oh, James, throw it out. Shoot three.
Gainey from the corner. And
can't buy a basket.
Out of bounds.
Tennessee ball, though.
Just a freshman from Indianapolis. Had some really good moments against Gonzaga. Hit a couple big shots, but this is as physical a contest as he's ever been in his basketball life. Won't be the last, but it's just the first.
Trying to get to 30 likes, y'all. Hit that like button for us. Rainy again.
Fouled on a three-point.
Fouled on a three-point shot. Here you go. Got to hit him, though.
A nice little fade screen to get Gainey to the corner. Gainey's so good. Just a little fade screen by Edey. And you've got to take away middle right there and angle your defense to take away that pass. You want to get it to go to the short side of the floor. But Gainey does such a good job on the catch. He doesn't dip the ball. And a lot of good shooters do bring it down. They dip it a little bit to get their rhythm, but he catches it.
What's up, Sam? How you doing, man? Our partner channel. Make sure you're checking him out.
Gainey, first team All Big South last year at
All
USC
leagues,
Upstate,
hockey,
15 points per game.
NHL hockey at the best.
Now
Samuel B12
has returned. We haven't called his name. Haven't seen him all that much here in the second half after he got off to a very quick start.
All right.
Barnes is looking for offense. That's one of his best
Down
options.
by 4 here.
Right now, inbounding the ball.
Good steal. Good steal.
An interception
Zig.
by Ziegler.
Oh, very. Shoot 2.
He steps in.
Oh.
And the rebound to Lawyer.
Purdue's going to have to get other players than Braden
Yeah,
Smith
it is a
coming
tough
back to the
matchup.
ball and present themselves
It's
as
been a
receivers.
physical game, Sam.
Lawyer.
In and out.
And if that's Edey, it's number 4.
Edey's got 4.
He's thinking he went straight up. He's pretty easy to see. Well, that's a big call in this game.
It looked like he was okay on the way up. Maybe it's the arms coming down on the head of Edey on the way down. But either way, it's number 4, and that means he's going to come out of the game. Kaufman Wren's getting ready to come in.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
So he sat the last 4:17 in the first half when he picked up his second. He sat a couple of minutes early in the second.
All right, Edey is
picked up
on
his
the
third,
bench.
and now
Here's
he's
where
going
we
to the
take
bench
it
again
over
with
right
9
here.
minutes to go.
There you go. Down by 2.
You wonder if Matt Painter may decide to go a little bit smaller and try to get a little bit more movement to be able to have an open floor. They're going with a little horn set out top, and Vescovy just ran over the screen. But with Zach Edey out of there, it does open up the middle a little bit more. And Purdue, with cuts, drives, should be able to attack a little bit more and take advantage of the overplay.
Clean screen by Kaufman Wren. The foul on Vescovy, his third, 6-team foul.
Come on, boys. Down by 2 here. We can do this.
The screening, Kaufman Red. Now they'll try to back pick.
In and out.
Good rebound. Wow.
Yeah, but then he lost it.
Got it.
Yep. But it's out of bounds back to Purdue. Well, if you get the ball, you better wrap it up with all you've got, because whatever team you're playing for, the other guys are coming after it.
They are coming. That's exactly right. It's almost like a defensive back trying to punch it out of a ball carrier's hands in football. There's Kai Ziegler. He's playing
50,
more minutes.
48.
He has made everything difficult for Braden Smith. Everything.
Inside, Kaufman Wren.
Woo!
Edu the rebound.
There you go, Edu.
Caused him to change it. Had to arc it a little bit more because of Jonas Edu's presence there.
Remember, win or lose, both of these teams
Come on,
play again
patience.
tomorrow. Lance Jones called for the reach-in foul.
There we go.
Curl
Foul.
with that screen over on the right wing by Santiago Vescovy, and shockingly, there's another player on the deck.
And more free throws coming when we come back.
All right. Appreciate y'all being here. We are late into this second half. Got about 8 minutes to go here. And Tennessee has brought it into 2. They were down about 6. That's about as much as they've been down. But it has been a tough physical matchup between these two teams. Both pushing and hitting and shoving and trying to get away with everything they can get away with. But definitely we are here on the Go at CeeLo with your Tennessee basketball coverage. Make sure you're hitting that like button for us. We're trying to get to 30 likes. That is our goal. 5 more likes. We need 5 more likes to get to 30. And see if we can get a subscriber too to get back to 8,080. We're going to be doing Tennessee basketball here the rest of the year, and we would love for you to be here with us. So more Tennessee fans find out about us, or more college basketball fans find out about us. They'll know about us. Last year we did the March Madness tournament. We had a huge time, so much fun, and we would love for you to join us too. So as soon as the audio comes back, I'll bring it in there from the ESPN coverage. And I hope you've been enjoying the stream. Hope you like. If you have any ideas, anything new you want me to try, say, hey, shut up and let the guy talk and let you just watch. That's fine too. We listen, a listen party, a watch party, whatever you want to call it. But thank you so much for everything tonight, making this game possible. I hope you guys enjoy the setup, how it looks. It looks really good. So I'm just waiting on it to come back. And we will do it. NCAA basketball back in action. Last year, we didn't start Tennessee basketball till about January or so. So starting a little earlier to get a little more attention with this. And YouTube's letting people know about us. If it wasn't for the bots showing the game, we would have a whole lot more friends in there. So mods, if you see anybody showing the game, make sure you're reporting them. I know there's 2 of them right now. But we'll win the war. We'll win the war eventually. We'll win the war. TV timeout here. Edey's got 3 fouls. Let's see who else here. Let's play a box score. So 3 fouls for Edey, 3 fouls for Vescovy, 2 fouls for Jordan James, 4 fouls for Awaka, and 3 for JP Estrella.
Over the years, and it means so much to all of those people, and everybody's hearts and thoughts are with the people of Maui as the healing and the recovery begins. And as Jay mentioned, it will take a while, and if this tournament
hit the free throw
on Oahu and Honolulu, if it can even bring a small bit of relief or joy or distraction to the people in Maui, that would be a wonderful thing. And again, everybody hoping and praying that the tournament is back in Maui next year.
Tennessee is 2 of 14 from the field in the second half. 2 of 14.
And down by 1.
And down by 1. What's keeping them there is the foul line.
Down by 1 here.
Smith misses the jumper.
Smith zigs with the rebound.
No clean looks at all for Purdue. And that shot was taken without a pass. And that's not Purdue basketball.
Vescovy.
Offensive foul.
Offensive foul. And that's going to be 4.
The right arm went out.
On Vescovy.
He didn't need to do that. But we've gone 30 seconds without a whistle, so.
Yep. He pushed out with his arm.
Number 4 on Vescovy. Dalton Connect, by the way, Jay, as Vescovy sits, Connect has not scored in the second half. He is their leading scorer. Has been in every game so far this year. Had 13 in the first half. Has yet
to shut him down.
He's guarding Fletcher Lawyer right now.
Hoffman spins, puts it up, doesn't get it.
Rebound.
And out of bounds.
Out of bounds, Purdue ball.
First is really working hard on the offensive glass to get that inside position, and he always goes after the ball with 2 hands.
And again, Edey on the bench with 4 fouls. Went out at the 9-minute mark. Edey and Kaufman-Renn with 4 for Purdue. Awaka and Vescovy with 4 for Tennessee.
And Purdue's going to that high ball screen action because it's been so difficult for Purdue to make any passes. They can't even get the ball inbounds. You know, Tennessee doing a great job of switching those screens.
Yeah, they've gotten to 4.5 out of 5 on a lot of these inbounds plays.
Oh, get back there, Rainey.
Kaufman-Renn from first.
A beautiful
lead
pass.
is 3.
Nice
little layup.
Sold out there.
Play first.
On the high side to try to take that ball away on
to the basket. Good. Let's go.
Beautiful.
Lead is 1.
Ziegler with his second field goal of the game, and again it's
Zig.
a 1-point game.
What a difference he makes.
Get back
Lawyer,
to the basket in. Now it's moved fast. 54-51. To 3. Oh.
Connect to miss. Loose ball and a foul call.
Foul.
Edey. Jonas Edey.
Took a swipe.
Edey.
Over the top.
Number 4 on him.
4 on him.
I think some of the players are looking around like, wait a minute, this wasn't called in the first half. But there are fouls.
And a swipe the side of Kaufman-Renn's head, trying to tip it back out. So Trey Kaufman-Renn at the line.
We still have a long way to go. This has been a battle of attrition.
Edey's going to sit, and Awaka, who's also got 4 fouls, is going to come back in. Awaka has not had
foul
a chance
trouble
to play
city,
all that
man.
much today because of the foul trouble. He's only been in there for 10 minutes.
How many does he have? 4?
He's got 4. 3 Vols and 2 Boilermakers have 4 fouls. 5-point lead, Purdue. Inside to Awaka.
Come on, Waka.
Creates some
There you
space
go.
and banks it home.
Did such a
6:53.
great job of keeping Trey Kaufman-Renn on his back. Got wide. Trey Kaufman-Renn just couldn't get around him.
Good ball pressure.
Ball's
again
on the ground.
by
Ball's on the
Ziegler.
ground.
Diving for it. Lawyer comes up with it. And a foul. Jordan Gainey.
Gainey's got a foul. Oh, my God, refs. What are you doing here?
And get it. Just tremendous defense by Zakai Ziegler. You think he would have made a difference in the NCAA tournament last year for Tennessee? Got beat by Florida Atlantic after taking Duke down in the second round. And Lawyer and Ziegler having a couple of words.
Smith knocks down the front end.
And Fletcher Lawyer telling the officials, hey, you know, they need to wipe this up. I was down on the deck.
Smith.
People have been sweating a little bit in this game.
Young man, this is your moment. Make the most of it.
A lot comes from this kind of thing, you think? Resume builder?
Yes. America just watched him at work. I think he handled himself
Smith?
beautifully.
I think he did a wonderful job.
Yes.
3 points.
Wonder if he's ever done color commentary.
I was wondering play-by-play.
Ziegler, a little hesitation.
Zing.
Taking the shot off.
Good help by Caleb First.
To the basket.
Awaka the follow.
Awaka.
Kept it alive. And it's out of bounds off the knee of Trey Kaufman-Renn, so it's still Tennessee's.
Woo.
Nothing is easy. That ball goes up on the rim, and that's when the real fight begins.
Second game in as many days, and again, win or lose, they both play tomorrow, either for third place or for a championship, with Kansas and Marquette still to come tonight here on ESPN.
Is the 3 knockdown rule in effect in this game?
Well, obviously not. Because we've had more than that here today. You think we could call the rest of the game using only football terminology?
We probably could.
Can Tennessee get Connect going? He's their best scorer.
3.
Gainey with a pretty good look. And it's a 2-point game.
2-point
Had
game.
to go underneath because Dalton Connect came at the angle to make it difficult to stay with Gainey.
Awaka switches on to Smith. Smith gets by him. Kaufman-Renn comes down with it.
No foul
reset
there.
of the shot clock. Didn't hit the rim.
11 seconds on the shot clock.
Jones can't get into the paint.
4, 3,
The foul
and the foul and the Lawyer. Oh, man.
Great play.
Yeah.
And tough play by Fletcher Lawyer.
3-point play here.
And he knew there was going to be a reach. And as soon as he went right up with it,
Jeez.
and kept his concentration. Watch how his eyes never leave the rim there until he let go of the ball. Even then, he watched
Lawyer.
it go through. And Zach Edey loving it.
24 points for
Lawyer
Lawyer tonight.
What a game for Lawyer, searching for his 25th point. Lawyer and Edey have
Welcome in. If you guys are just joining us, hit the like button.
61 points.
Having a good time here tonight. Coming down the wire. 5 minutes to go. Shoot 3.
James misses
Oh,
the
you had a
three.
chance, James.
Jones had it taken away by Awaka. What a play.
Let's
That's
go.
unbelievable. And Jones pulled that ball
3-point
down.
lead.
Just put both hands in there and took it away.
He's just a sophomore. He is getting better and better. Remember the name, Tobe Awaka.
Nice
Come on.
hands. You got to throw back out of that, but he does have a mismatch here.
Ooh, that's a tough pass and a lot of heavy traffic.
Tennessee ball.
Lance
Down by
Jones pulls
3.
down a great
Man, this is
rebound
going to
here.
get
Walker
good
just
right
took
here.
it right away from him.
Averaged a double-double on their summer trip to Italy.
Sure, hit that like button. Trying to get to 30 likes, y'all.
The U19 World Cup.
Help us get it to 30 likes.
Player.
Three.
Gets a very good look, and this game is tied.
He
tied up.
A very good screen and came off firing. He was turning to the basket as that ball
on the
arrived.
turnover. Let's go UT.
12 for Gainey, all of them here in the second half.
Gainey, man.
4 minutes to go.
What's up, Noble Gamer?
Getting Zach Edey up off the bench to come back in the game.
Go Big Orange, that's right, baby.
Well, just tough to hand the ball off.
Well, blowing up every dribble handoff.
Hoffman ran. And a foul on the floor on Owaka. And
Owaka's done.
His fifth. Tobe Owaka has
Owaka's been fouled out.
With 3:44 to go and a timeout on the floor in a game that is all tied up at 61. Gainey off a screen, burying the three, and it's all tied here in Honolulu.
All right, so we are coming down to the wire here. About 3 more minutes left in this game. Tied up at 61. Tennessee and Purdue. Noble Gamer, how's school, man? I know you were in college back then. Earlier in the season, so baseball, I believe. But appreciate everybody being here. Thank you so much for everything. We're having a good time here on the channel. Make sure you hit that like button and subscribing to the channel. We got Tennessee basketball coming here the rest of the season, and we'd love for you to join us here on the channel. So timeout, and we're seeing what's gonna go down here with 3 minutes left in this game. 3:44. Left in this game, 61 all. Owaka has just been fouled out. Let's see how many fouls we got here. I got 4 personal fouls for a dude, 4 for Vescovy. Jordan James has got, let's see, I'll tell you right now. Jordan James has got, where we at? Jordan James has got 2. Let me update this thing here. Yeah, he's only got 2 fouls. So Vescovy's got 4, and Edey's got 4, and Owaka has just fouled out. So this should be interesting. What's up, Texas Repo, man? Welcome in. Good to see you, man. Good to see you, too. Appreciate y'all coming in here and hanging out, hitting that like button for us, trying to get to 30 likes as we're moving on here. Tennessee basketball. We had a good game news stream yesterday. Make sure you check that out. Go hit the like button on that one. But here we go. Back to game audio, ESPN coverage here.
Novavax. Choose to protect your family and loved ones this holiday season with Novavax. Hawaiian Airlines, serving Maui with nonstop flights from Kahului to 10 West Coast cities. And Continental Tire, the smart choice in tires. If you're just joining us, these plays we are showing you are somewhat representative of the physical nature of this game here today. This play here, that last play, that was a foul called on Tobe Owaka. You can see his reaction as he fouls out of the game.
Yeah, that was a tough call for Tobe Owaka. It has been an incredibly physical game, and that call was not representative of what's been allowed in this game. But Purdue shooting 52% in this second half. Tennessee just 32%.
Here we go. Free throws here.
The difference is Purdue's turned the ball over 15 times in this game, and that's really going to be the issue for Purdue all season long. If they can keep turnovers around 10, 12, they get so many extra possessions off the offensive glass. And that's going to put them in position to win most every game they're in.
Zach Edey checks back in. He sat for 5 minutes and 16 seconds. He went out at the 9-minute mark with Purdue leading by 3. He's back
up by 1 for Purdue. Zig. Bad turnover.
Lawyer the steal, and he calls a timeout.
A great play by Fletcher Lawyer. He is having
Fletcher Lawyer having a game, man.
They might need this guy the way this one is going.
Is he flexing? I can't tell.
Is he flexing?
3:34 to go.
So we're going to commercial.
That's the way this one has.
Commercial break. TV timeout. And it's 62-61 Purdue. Should be fun here going down the stretch. We got 3:34 left to go here in this second half. Coming up, Kansas versus Marquette. The winner will play the winner of this game in the final tomorrow on the Maui Invitational final. So Hopefully Tennessee can pull this off. We'll be bringing it to you live if they do. If it's a day game, might get an audio-only game tomorrow. But appreciate y'all joining us on the channel, on the Go at CeeLo. Make sure you're subscribing so you'll never miss out on another game we televise. Or not televised, but broadcast on the channel with audio. So I'll be doing the play-by-play, and I hope you guys have enjoyed it. It's been a good time. Noble Gamer says, literally sitting here playing my electric guitar and watching basketball at the same time. Good deal, man. Good to see you here. Good to see two friends back in the chat here. Good to see you guys. So trying to get to 30 likes. So 3 more likes, y'all. 3 more likes to 30. If y'all could help us get to 30 likes, that would be awesome. So we've had a spurts of fans come in here. Almost got up to 50 there at one time. So maybe we'll have an onslaught of fans if that one bot gets shut down, but I doubt it. So hope everybody's had a good time. I've had a good time calling the game. Maybe one day I'll just do the play-by-play. We'll see what happens. You're a Houston Cougar fan. Awesome. There you go, Texas Repo. We did. You still did Texas Repo. I couldn't remember. Are you the Astros fan or you were a Rangers fan? I couldn't remember during the World Series. I think you were Astros, right? Texas Repo. You're Astros fan, right? College basketball probably on Saturday. Tennessee versus Vanderbilt. Might have that here for you as well. So make sure you have those notification bells on so you can be ready for that. First time in here, thanks. Definitely will subscribe. Thank you so much. Marjorie, thank you so much. I hope I pronounced it right. Here we go, back at it.
Zach Edey yesterday, it was Braden Smith, it was Lance Jones. Today, Jay, it has clearly been Fletcher Loyer.
Well, Fletcher Loyer has been excellent on both ends of the floor. 25
Go
points
Vols.
in this game. He's drawn 7 fouls on Tennessee defenders, couple of steals. He's got such a good mid-range game, moves without the ball, and he's an excellent perimeter shooter.
He's 2 points away from matching his career highs set back in January against Nebraska. Edey, despite sitting for a few stretches because of foul trouble, has 19 points.
That guy's
10
huge, man.
rebounds.
Edey's so big.
And it's Purdue with a 1-point lead.
Trying to get to an angle where they can
There you
throw
go.
it into Edey.
Big guy against a dude.
Adu doing the best he can, but
No
Edey
way.
scores.
No stopping
So
him,
hard to
man.
keep him
Away from that left shoulder. He just pulled his way into the middle of the lane to get that
David and Goliath
fadeaway
there.
jump hook to go down.
Three!
Hit the last one.
Big
hits
three!
Another one, and it's
Let's
tied
go,
again.
Rady.
Jordan Gainey is a baller, man. He did not play
Yeah, that's
well
what I thought,
against
bro.
Syracuse, but he shoots it so effortlessly from deep.
Tied at
15
64.
all in the second half for Jordan Gainey. Big minutes for Zakai Ziegler. Trying to make life as difficult as he can for Braden Smith.
Oh, you can go right over the top. Look at Tennessee
He
just
slipped.
loading up the lane on Zach Edey.
Here we go. Go on the basket. Two
He'll get it
guys.
off. No, he'll pass it to first. Tipped
Oh,
out to Smith and a
careful.
first possession.
We got Adu all over the left shoulder of Edey.
If they got Adu, then he is gone. That would be number 5 on him. Remember, Toby Awaka has already fouled out. If it is Adu, Rick Barnes is going to have to go deeper into his bench and bring in one of the freshmen, either Estrella or Phillips, unless he goes small.
Yeah, it's easy to say, but this is where Adu needed
See
to
what
just
happens.
break
He's all
contact right
Edey
there
and
and
Adu
get
battling,
to
man.
the other side. Hard to break contact on 7'4", close to 300 pounds.
And Rick Barnes
So
has
Adu
chosen
is fouled out.
experience over size. Jemai Meshack is into the game. And that means, in all likelihood, Josiah Jordan James at 6'6" is going to be covering Zach Edey at 7'4".
7'4" to 6'6".
Well, you
David
really
and Goliath,
need
as I said.
to use leverage. When you're smaller, just play lower and get into Zach Edey's legs. Meshack can drop down and help out.
You hit those free throws, dude.
Right now, it's going to be important.
65-64. Here we go.
On the floor around Edey to move and make themselves available.
Come on, Jordan James.
And
Meshack.
now it got thrown onto the bench. It's Gainey who does not have his left shoe on. Connect lost it. Meshack has it.
Three for Zig.
Meshack the offensive rebound.
Back out.
Gainey still playing without a shoe. Connect misses a three.
And a foul.
And a foul going against Tennessee.
Can't hit the bottom side of the bar.
Fletcher Lawyer on Jemai Meshack.
Connect has gone over the second half here.
Lawyer, who's an excellent shooter, steps to the foul line. He missed one of the two that he took to end the half on that Vescovy foul. I'm not sure there's anybody you'd rather have on the line than Fletcher Lawyer.
8 of 9 from the line today.
It's so nice for Matt Painter to have his starting guards, Smith and Lawyer, be such good free throw shooters.
66-64.
Painter going with the undershirt.
Minute 54 seconds to go.
2 big free throws and a 3-point lead.
A 3-point lead. They couldn't hit a free throw for nothing.
As Lawyer ties his career high.
See if we can get to 30 likes. 2 more to go to 33. Brick.
Gainey a miss.
Not,
Smith a rebound.
And Smith sticks his
Purdue
nose in there and rebounds.
Gonna slow it down here,
All
up by
5
3.
guys have to get him defensive glass, and Braden Smith went right in there.
First has to come out top to get a touch.
Meshack on Edey. That's going to be an off. Oh boy, that could have been an offensive foul. Meshack was trying to front him, staying low, getting into his legs. It's really hard for a big guy to deal with this, but Edey just at the end, I guess they called that foul first, but the second foul would have been on Edey.
So Edey, who missed his first 6 free throws today, including the one he just made, has now got 9 for 16. His last 10. Started 0 for 6, 9 of 10 since.
He is eyeing that rim.
Yeah, he'll just take his eyes off it for a split second just to catch the ball when it's bounced to him. Quick look down and then right back to the rim. Does it every time.
In and out. He missed one. Still in this. Need quick 2 here.
Dalton Connect to get a shot here. Gainey. Not this time.
Why are we shooting 3s? Why are we shooting 3s? We need a quick 2 there.
Down to rebound and help out Caleb first and Zach Edey.
We're going to be under a minute here.
Boy, Ziegler's just all over Smith.
Can't get rid of him.
And Smith scores anyways. What a huge bucket.
And that's it, man. We're not going to come back from this. Down by 6.
There, Braden Smith.
Time is of the essence.
Meshack 3.
For Tennessee.
Brick.
Meshack short. Jones
that'll be it.
They got a foul.
They did a foul.
Yeah.
Okay.
Seconds are ticking away. Ziegler
30 seconds to go. And Purdue is going to win this, and Purdue is going to advance to the championship game. Ziegler fouls. Man, oh man.
You can't do that, says Rick Barnes. If you run it down that far, you got to play out the rest of the possession. Now for the play of the game, driven by Continental Tire.
Braden Smith. That is a big-time drive off the high ball screen. Just got around Zakai Ziegler. Player who's difficult to get around. And just kissed it off the glass.
I'll definitely check that out, Chewy.
Those defensive rebounds. That bucket. When Purdue hasn't played its best.
UT in Knoxville.
Because this became a fist fight. Boy, missed them both.
Up by 6. Quick 3 here. Might have a chance.
Connect gets it off. And
there you go. All right.
His first points of the second half.
Connect hits a 3. We're down by 3 here.
What a shot by Dalton Connect. And it looked like Lance Jones
exactly got
trying to foul before he got that. Watch Lance Jones here.
Oh, it's a Bristol? It's Bristol, huh?
He's just trying to steal it, but
WQUT.
What a big-time shot. Goes straight up and down. Never took his eyes off the rim, held the follow-through, and We now have a one-possession game with 13 seconds left in regulation.
And we've had the easy job. Nobody's been throwing us to the ground over here, although we've both been tempted to do it. Yeah. But what have you learned about these two teams here today?
They're both tough. And to be able to play in this kind of physical game, I know both of them are used to it. This is not the first time it's happened. But this early in the season to have this kind of, this isn't just a test, it's like a final exam. To be able to play this kind of game is really going to be beneficial for both teams.
Don't forget, Marquette and Kansas still to come in the second semifinal here with the All-State Maui Invitational. Number 1 Kansas, number 4 Marquette.
So Purdue can run the baseline here. And right now, possession is everything. And Purdue has still
some
has a
press
couple of
right here for
timeouts.
Tennessee.
But you can expect that there's going to be face guarding, and Braden Smith is all the way to half court. He's going to get a couple screens, try to free himself up.
And the foul will send Jones to the line.
Jones on this young season shooting 60% from the foul line.
Maybe press with free throws here.
Line has really let
12 seconds to go.
Not just the early misses, but Braden Smith missing those two.
Yeah, they're at 64% as a team today, 28 for 44.
Let me look. I think it's it might be Tennessee Syracuse again.
Not making this easy on themselves.
Right, it's been a while since Tennessee's given up over 40 free throws in regulation. You have to go back a ways for that.
Yeah, either way, it'll be tough.
That's a lot of margin there in that 17 free throws missed.
Oh yeah, I guess it'd be Kansas or Marquette. Yeah.
Need the second 4-point game.
Right now, you just want to get up and slow the advance.
Here we go. 12 seconds, 4-point game. Need a 3-point shot here. Jordan James. Timeout. 9 seconds to go to score 4 points.
And if Tennessee can get a quick score, just a quick 2, there's still plenty of time. You'd certainly rather have a 3 and then try to get a steal, get a foul. But whatever they do, it's got to be early in the clock.
Some of these guys are going to wake up very sore tomorrow and then have to play another basketball game against another very good team.
Now, this is going to be a rest and recovery evening. I don't think you're going to see a lot of working out in the morning on this one.
How about a preview of Kansas Marquette?
It's going to be the inside strength of Kansas with Hunter Dickinson and trying to get him the ball when he's got 2 feet in the paint, try to bury defenders in the lane versus the chaotic, relentless pressure that Marquette can bring. And Marquette certainly has Tyler Kolek, the best point guard, I think, in the country. But Cam Jones, the lefty,
I think it'll be Tennessee Marquette tomorrow. Unless Tennessee pulls this off here. It's going to be really hard to score 4 points in 9 seconds.
From the basket and operate as a playmaker.
Unless something complete collapse on Purdue again, like the NCAA tournament.
Marquette doesn't turn the ball over very much. They're very good with the ball. But can they rebound with Kansas? And Kevin McCullough, Kansas, we talk about Hunter Dickinson, rightfully so. He's coming off a 27-point, 21-rebound game against Kentucky and then against Chaminade out over 30. But Kevin McCullough's had 2 straight triple-doubles.
Unheard of.
2 straight triple-doubles. Only 7 players have done that in the history of college basketball, and he's the first Kansas player ever to do that.
Back to this one, 4-point
9.5 seconds.
The Vols. They have the ball, just 9.5 seconds to go.
Boy, tough for Zakai Ziegler to inbound this over a big guy.
Ziegler gets it back.
8 seconds, 3. Airballed it, and that's it. GG Purdue on a foul.
Purdue is almost home and cooled out with just 2.9 to go.
What a great defensive play by Ethan Morton. We talked about the job he did on Ryan Nembhard against Gonzaga, and then he blocks the last shot there by Zakai Ziegler. Ziegler, much
See what time the
smaller,
game is tomorrow.
Just got a piece of that. He's got to be tired too. He's done a lot of flexing.
He has. Boy, oh boy, Smith misses the first. Missed them both.
Missed 4 straight.
230.
It won't matter as Purdue wins this physical battle 71-67 from Tennessee. Tennessee's going to play for 3rd place tomorrow, and the Purdue Boilermakers are going to play for a championship here at the All-State Maui Invitational. They did it despite missing a lot of free throws, despite some foul trouble, but they did it in large part because of the play of the game brought to you by
Oh, you're welcome, Cotton. It'll be tomorrow afternoon stream, audio only.
With 27
So look for that. Thank you so much, Chewy.
6 big rebounds as well. And Matt Peters' team is on to the championship.
Appreciate y'all coming in. Hit that like button, y'all.
Against the winner between the Golden Eagles and the Jayhawks. What a
Purdue deserved. I know they did in Dark Maniac. I know they did.
For the top 7 ranked teams in the nation of eating
Definitely did not deserve it.
Here in Honolulu. And
Tennessee killed themselves.
As we expected it would be. And now Purdue can kick back. Get in the hot tub, get some ice, the whole deal, and wait to see who they play in the championship game tomorrow, as Kansas and Marquette have already taken the floor.
You usually don't say survive in advance in the All-State Maui Invitational, but that's what it felt like in that slugfest between
Purdue won, yeah,
Purdue
Evan.
and Tennessee, but Purdue comes out the victor.
I think so, too. I think Kansas wins this one.
Angel Gray's got a couple of Boilermakers.
You guys had to be built different, built tough in order to pull this game out. In what ways did you guys display toughness down the stretch to pull this one out?
It was just a lot of rebounding, a lot of taking
Kenneth.
hits, a lot of hard screens, and a lot of calls.
I'll hit that subscribe that are in here. Appreciate
Zach, you
that.
didn't play
Hit the
much
like
in
and
this game due to
subscribe,
foul
Bruce.
trouble, but when you're looking at what your guy over here was able to do in scoring, tying his
I don't know,
career high
might run
at
it.
that,
Let's see.
and leading this team, what impressed you most about his leadership tonight?
Big time, man. Big buckets down the stretch, big buckets all game. When I was out, the way he's able to bounce back, tough games happen to everybody. He bounced back tonight, big way. We wouldn't win this game without him even close to winning it.
Well, you did it, tied your career high. Congrats on the win. Next, you have another game tomorrow. Quick turnaround.
Yeah, we got to get ready to go. We got to watch this game and see who we're going to play tomorrow.
All right, thanks so much for your time.
Thank you.
Huge game for Fletcher Lawyer.
Purdue, man.
Beating Tennessee 71-67.
Hey, Music City Bowl, I was there. Oh, Purdue. Oh, I always get it, man. Never forget, bro. Oh, they're all gone.
To college basketball live scoreboard.
Yeah, man. That Purdue, I'll never forget. Music City Bowl, I was there in the end zone. That was not a touchdown. But crazy stuff. But hey, they look pretty good. And very, very, very aggressive game. Lots of pushing, lots of shoving. But you can't give up that many fouls and take those guys to the free throws. They hit them all. Yep. They missed 3 foul calls on Edey. Zachary. He was bumping and shoving there underneath the paint like crazy, and they didn't call it. But you can't let him go to the line and shoot that many free throws. How many free throws did he shoot? Let's take a look. Let's see here. Free throws for Edey. Let's see, it was 7 for 10, 9 for 17 at the free throw. I mean, he hit his shots. Thank you, Bill, for subscribing. Thank you, Marjorie, also for subscribing. Thank you so much. We'll have a lot more Tennessee basketball here on the channel for the rest of the year. Definitely North Carolina. Tomorrow will be the audio game, and then North Carolina, Tennessee next Saturday, I think it is. So make sure you're subscribing to that, hitting that subscribe button too. But thank you both for subscribing. Appreciate that. Let's take a look at some of the box scores here. Tennessee's not going anywhere. I think they're pretty dang good, man. I think Connect, he shut him down in the second half. He was great in the first half, but Edey, 23 points, 10 rebounds. Purdue's pretty dang good. But crazy stuff here. Let me mute this here because they're too loud. But let's take a look at the box score real quick. And let's get into the game and see why they lost. And I can tell you right now, field goal percentage for Tennessee, 19 for 57, 33%, 19 for 54 for Purdue, 35%. So both teams horrible on the field. 3-point line, 8 for 30. and 4 for 15 for Purdue, 26% for 3-point line. So Tennessee could not hit the dish on the outside. Thank you so much for that subscribe. TNJR, appreciate that. Thank you so much for that. Let's see what else here. 3-point line, free throw line, 21 for 30. I made our free throws 70%, and then 48. There's the word. The 29 for 48 for Purdue, 60% from the field. Rebounds 32 to 44, but just not enough to stop Edey, Zach Edey, down below in the paint. Assists 9 for Tennessee, 8 for Purdue. 8 steals for Tennessee, 8 for Purdue. 3 each block shots, 10 turnovers for Tennessee, 16 for Purdue. 30 fouls. There's another story. 30 fouls on Tennessee. But kind of hard to block a big man down front like that and not get a foul called on you. I mean, he's solid. He's like a rock underneath the paint there. Largest lead was 9-8. What's on here?
Starting kind of slow.
What is on here? Let's go away from here. Be quiet. Let me turn this down. Oh, nice commercial here. Thanks for that. So let's take a look at the box scores of the players. And let's see. Dude, he was 1 for 3 from the field, 3 for 4 from the field. Only 5 points for Dude after a huge game the other night. Let's see what else. 16 points for Connect. Shut down in the second half. He was 6 for 13 from the field, 3 for 5 from the 3-point line. Meshack, 3 for 7. Biscovy, 0 for 3 from the field. But he made all his points in free throws. So he didn't hit nothing from the field. 8 for 10 from the free throw line. He had 8 points. So they pretty much shut down Vescovy. They shut down Connect. Jordan James, 1 for 4 from the field after a huge game yesterday. He gets shut down. Awaka, 3 for 3 from the field, 6 points. He fouled out. Let's see. Top rebounder was Connect at 7. So Connect had 7 rebounds for the Vols. Top 3-point shot was Connect from 3 to 5. Gainey had all his points in the second half. He had 15. He finished with 15 points. 67 total points there for highest score bench guy points was Awaka, I guess. Gainey actually off the bench with 15. Ziegler with 5. He only had 5. Ziegler was 2 for 11 from the field. No, be quiet. No, be quiet. Let's turn that off here. All right, let me make sure this is muted here because I don't feel like hearing it. All right, there we go. Let's take a look at Purdue. Purdue Boilermakers. Let's take a look at Purdue. 23 points for Edey, 7 for 10 from the field. He had 10 rebounds. 10 rebounds for Edey. Kind of hard to block a guy that big. But Edey, what's up? Rising Wolf, what's going on, man? Tennessee blew it. 71-67 is the score. Let's go back to the main screen here. All right. Let's see what else. Who was a top rebounder was Edey. Let's see who had the most points. It was Edey, who had 27 was Lawyer. Lawyer was 7 for 18 from the field, 3 for 10 from the 3-point line, 10 for 11 on free throws. So Lawyer had a heck of a game tonight. Big time for Purdue. So coming up is Kansas versus Marquette. The winner plays Purdue in the championship tomorrow night. And tomorrow afternoon, the loser gets Tennessee. So thank you guys for tuning in here. How did we lose to Purdue? I don't know. I'll tell you how we lose to Purdue. Bad fouls that we should have not given. Let Edey do whatever he wanted in the paint, and then just couldn't cover him. Even though they had 3 guys on him, he still got in there. And if he didn't get a basket, he got fouled and he went to the free throw line. So that's basically the story. But another story, Connect gets shut down. Ziegler gets shut down. Jordan James gets shut down. The defense of Purdue is not too bad. But top score was Connect, but he didn't score anything in the second half except that last 3-point to get it close. And Gainey had all his points in the second half. So the 15 that he had was not that good either. So, but that's it. a loss to Purdue. But we'll see here. Kansas Marquette coming up here any minute. But I'm going to sign off. And thank you guys so much for tuning in. Maybe we'll have the championship game tomorrow night. We'll see. I'm not really sure. But thank you so much for everything tonight. Appreciate all the likes, all the comments, all the new subscribers. Appreciate that. Made a good night. Until then, we will see you next time on the Vols. Let's play some Rocky Top as we go out. Let's play some Rocky Top before we go out. Here we go, Rocky Top. Rocky Top, if I can find it. I might not be able to find it. Oh, well. We'll just go out. All right, guys, have a good night. Go Vols. Let's see if we can get them tomorrow. Audio game tomorrow. Look for that. Look for a stream tomorrow. And then tomorrow night, the championship game. And then Saturday, UT versus Vanderbilt basketball or football, possibly on the channel too. Maybe some hockey on Friday. Not too sure about that yet, but make sure your notification bells are on. Appreciate it, guys. Good night for Tennessee. Go Vols. We'll get them next time. See you later.